Hey guys, what's going on? How are we doing today? What's up, Sim? What's up, Estrus? Holmesy? Llama? Hey, what's going on? Hey, congratulations, Kevin. That's a big step forward. That's going to change your PvE teams a lot, probably. So how are you guys doing today? Oh man, congratulations, Cascusio. Zyros, I've still never pulled one. To be fair, I actually did. I had one on a blessing, but it was between Barbara and Zyros, so that was kind of an easy choice. Especially because it was like the week after after Beast Riders came out, so it was like I had to take Barbara. You can use Wind Twins in the Ice Rift, and Zenobia is okay for PvP, but they're not like, they don't do nearly as much damage. So the thing with the Water Twins is, Talia's got a Sabrina's got a passive that gives you an extra 20% damage, and then Talia's damage scales. So you wind up with just slightly more damage, actually significantly more damage from the Water Twins. Rank 303. Oh man, Sim. Well, congratulations though on your first C3. That's pretty nice. Bad beat to finish 3 spots away from G1, but still pretty nice to jump 2 ranks. Did you win your league too? What's up, Austin? How you doing? So I ruined up I ruined up a bunch of monsters yesterday. We're gonna try and remember which ones. I have a tendency to forget which monsters I've ruined, but like I know which ones are ruined and not, but I forget like if it's recently ruined and if I haven't used it. I'm gonna try and use a bunch of new monsters in today's siege if I can. Yeah, that's the deal with Arena Sim. You can finish, I mean, you can win every single offense, and you can even win them pretty quickly, but if you get slammed in the last couple of minutes, you're gonna wind up dropping. So you guys know, I have still never gotten a single will speed grind from Lumal or Alunia. So it'd be really nice if I got like my first will speed grind right here. I'm very ready for it. I've got a bunch of actually really fast will ancient runes that all need grinds. I did get a legend energy speed grind. Even though it's energy, it turned into a 28 speed rune. It actually hit +6, so... Konstantinos, I think the Hall of Heroes is still going. And yeah, obviously the Barbara and the Amarna are not super free to play, but I will say that they're not essential. You can replace Amarna with Darion, and the Barbara is replaceable also. I did a Lumal video, so there are some free to play options. This is just going to be faster, basically. Yeah, the grinds you get from Lumal are only for ancient runes. And then I think there should still be a little time left on the HOH. Oh, actually, yeah, there's what, 3.5 days left on HOH. Let's take a look at where we stand on Siege. So we're looking pretty good at the moment. Let me see how my defenses have done. 3... So I think this team, I think, has 2 wins, yeah. This team has a loss. I guess I could actually just do it this way, can't I? No, I'd have to go through, well, it would be here, right? So there we go. 2 wins and a loss with that one. Another loss. Another loss. So my defenses aren't doing great. I'm 3 and 4, 3 and 5. Okay, 3 and 5. So not the best. I have Isaiah, but I have not actually used her yet. She's never been ruined. It's one of those monsters that's like a future project for me. Hey Lucas, what's going on? How are you doing? So, but Isaiah is yeah, that's a sore subject. So I made a little bit of a recovery in RTA. I was so tilted this week, no joke. I started quitting out of every draft. As soon as I saw a Hathor drafted, I would just quit. I wouldn't even play the fight. And so I dropped all the way down to like 1630. And then in the last 2 days have been crazy. I've been telling everybody about this. It's insane. I'm 32 and 4 against any team that does not have a Hathor in it, and I'm 2 and 22 against any team that does have a Hathor in it. So if I never faced Hathor, I'd probably be at like G2 plus level, but basically anytime I see a Hathor, it's an auto loss. Even so, I made a nice recovery. If I can avoid the Hathors enough, I've got a chance for G1. And it doesn't matter. Dejan, seriously, like, all you have to do is just draft Hathor. The other 4 monsters could be like level 1 slimes, and you'll cruise straight through to G1. She's so imbalanced. Alright, so I think we're gonna start off and do the Guild War first while we give people a chance to find the stream. Thank you, Sir Ace. I appreciate it. I'm not, honestly, I don't actually think I'll be able to, I don't think I'll pull it off, because every time I match, like, close to G1, it just becomes a Hathor train. So it's like I go up 50 points, then I hit 5 Hathors and go down 50 and go back and forth, but I think I'm making my peace with it. we'll it is what it is. Sim, to be fair, I was G1 on some of those quit outs. I wasn't C3 on all of them. So some G1 players would quit out also. Yeah. So there are some monsters that obviously need a buff, like Beelzebub. But the only thing I actually want to see on this balance patch is they need to remove the strip from Hathor S2. If they do that, I really don't even care. They can nerf all my monsters. Just remove the strip from Hathor S2 and I'll be happy. But no, I think... I don't know. I don't know what's going to be coming in the balance patch. I think, you know, they're continuing to move towards that single target control meta, but with the introduction of the new mechanics from the Art Masters and the musicians, I wonder if we're going to see some more stuff like that. So I will say that I don't feel like either of those mechanics are all that powerful. The Art Masters definitely need a buff. They looked okay on paper, and they're not bad, but especially for being new Nat 5s, they definitely need a buff. Obviously, the Demons definitely need a buff. Except for Mephisto and Lucifer are okay, but the other 3 need a buff. So if they do anything with the Nat 5s, I would like to see probably those. Ripper, thank you for the hot dog, sir. I'm laughing from Ace saying, oh, Ripper thinks I need a hot dog. But Ripper, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Change Belial to reset cooldown upon revive. Now that one is interesting. I hadn't thought about resetting cooldown. So my idea for the demons, honestly, and this is really, it's my idea for Beelzebub, but I think Belial would probably work with this too, is, whoops. I think the Bale S3 Oblivion would be a little bit too strong. I mean, Bale is basically garbage right now, to be honest, but Oblivion is a little bit too much. I don't know exactly what he needs. I feel like he probably just needs a damage multiplier. I mean, there aren't really any good fire AoE damage dealers, so he just needs to do more damage, and then it would be fine. Like, Sige does more damage than Bale. And, I mean, granted, that's an LD4, but still, 4 stars shouldn't do... Nat 4 shouldn't do more damage than Nat 5s. But for Beelzebub and Belial, my idea here is the skill 2 consumes half your HP to attack the target, and the attack ignores a portion of the enemy's defense based on HP status. So what happens is all you have to do is ignore those monsters, and they're not big threats. So my idea is that their damage should be based on the HP status of the lowest ally. You could keep the consume HP or get rid of it. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. But I just think that this skill should be based on the HP status of the lowest ally, not of yourself. And then people just can't completely ignore the monster and they have to deal with it. That's my suggestion for the buff on the demon. Alex, to be fair, I don't think Bale is anywhere near as good as pre-buff Daphnis was. I think Bale is probably the single worst Nat 5. Not to pop your bubble. Congratulations on getting the Nat 5, and please don't change him for crystals because he's due for a buff. But yeah, I would probably rank him as the worst Nat 5 right now, unfortunately. Okay, so let's jump in and do a little bit of Guild War. And yeah, Dejan, I will say the Gargoyles desperately need a buff. Your first Nat 5 was Hathor on using 2 servers. Cascusio, I don't really hate your account, I just hate the monster. More power to you if you've got her. The worst part about her is I don't even think people who have her like her. She not only is she overpowered, but she's overpowered and boring, which is kind of a bad combination. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I went through the list, I mean, Bale is usable. There might be another Nat 5 that's not usable. Just none are coming to mind right now, but he's definitely right down there. Alright, so let's see what we've got in Guild War. Now, the G3 was already hit, and actually is a pretty where are we ranked? This looks like pretty weak defenses. We're in G2 right now. These are pretty random defenses, though. I'm not seeing anything here that looks like much of a challenge. You know what, Dejan? That is actually a very interesting idea. I think that he'd be gimmicky. I mean, he certainly wouldn't be meta, but I think that would make him usable. Because you could put him with like Erika, and then, yeah, so he does his damage, he adds some dots, and then he detonates dots. I actually think that would make him usable. You could pair him with Water Homunculus too, but Rika would be the obvious one. And then there's other, I mean, you could even pair him with Beretta if you had him early game. I like that idea. I think that's a really good idea. Plus, there's not enough of that mechanic in the game. I think there's only 2 monsters that can do that right now, and neither of them are AoE. Well, Rika's going to give you more dots to detonate. Belinus is going to give you more control plus the defense breaks. So they'd be different comps. They'd both work together, though. Alright, so I guess we could try the Savannah one right here. That one does look a little challenging. We've got Legend RTA wings on every monster. So I guess we'll probably do this one. Thank you, Manuel. Adam, I thought Tattoo only detonates on one. I could be wrong about that, but I thought she only detonates on one. Okay, so the bottom is a very easy copper dozer, but that's probably not the most entertaining stream. Rahul, that's the thing, is it's not even like I want her, because I wouldn't want to use her. I just want to see her. I don't think any one monster should be that imbalanced, whether I have it or not. I really don't. And if one is that imbalanced, it should be an LD. But actually, even then, it shouldn't. The whole point of Summoner's War is that everything has a counter. So that's all I really want to see, is that balance maintained. Some counters are harder to pull off than others, but here's a great example. Savannah is super powerful, right? Except if you read her skill 3, she weakens the enemy's defense for 2 turns if the enemy's defense is lower than your attack, and does the attack bar if the enemy's speed is lower than yours. So the counter to Savannah is basically, first of all, immunity, because this team really doesn't have strip. But without immunity, you bring in a tanky defense monster and she can't defense break you. And then losing the attack bar is not nearly as big of a deal. So every monster should have a counter. Oh, Sekhmet? No, Burke. Sekhmet does not need a buff. Sekhmet is really freaking strong. She just doesn't get... Okay, so let me rephrase. Sekhmet is really underrated. I think a lot of people don't use her, but she is really hard to deal with. She's not a defense monster, and she's a little bit slow for things like AO, so people don't pay as much attention to her, but in RTA, she's really strong. Like, crazy strong. Okay, I know what I want to do here. I did just rune Leica. Now, he's not skilled up yet, but I want to try Leica as a Molong counter. So, let's do this. Here are the Leica runes. Nothing special, as you can see. Vampire Blade. Really nothing special at all. I think a lot of these runes need grinds as well. Oh, maybe not. They just need regrinds. This one needs to be inscribed, and they need regrinds. I just ruined him yesterday, so we're going to try Leica. This will be the first time I've ever used Leica. Unfortunately, only one skill up, so the lack of justice is going to be a little bit tough, but we'll make it work. And then we are going to need to deal with the enemy Leica. So I think we'll go with Mina and maybe Barbara. Or do we want... Maybe we need some healing to deal with that Molong, I think. So maybe we'll go with the Fran. Give us a little immunity as well. I think this should work right here. The Fran's at 254. Whoops. And so if the Fran's at 254, I guess the Mina, my RTA Mina is slower. This one's a little fast, but that's okay. We'll go like this. One of these days I could build the Fire Mummy. Okay, now I feel like doing a Tetris showcase because I'm always talking about Tetris. So this will be a slower fight, but let's go ahead with a Tetris showcase right here. And then maybe I can use my Savannah because I've actually not used Savannah yet except in RTA. I just ruined her yesterday. Now I've been using her in RTA for a couple of days. The runes are not grinded. That's why she's so slow. She's missing... This rune needs a speed gem and a... Make more monsters. Oh! Actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea too. Accuracy counter. So yeah, the Savannah right here is really slow because she's not fully grinded yet. She'll finish off about 240 speed. I need to gem, I need a better speed gem for this rune, and then obviously a grind, and a few of these runes need regrinds as well. They're like +2s. But there are the Savannah runes. Now what should we put here? We need something to deal with, we need some sort of fire threat, and we'd like a leader skill as well. So this would be a good place to do a Garo, I think. Because there's no multi-hits on the enemy side unless they proc. So let's do this. Although Garo's a little bit common. Let's see if we can find something a little bit less common. What do we have down here that's less common and maybe recently ruined? Could I get away with Cameron here? Probably not. What about Omduat? Actually, Omduat would really work. No leader skill, but Omduat would work nicely here. Not enough control, though, and no attack buffs. I think probably, since this guy is all Legend Guardian Wings, I probably don't want to underestimate that much. I mean, I want to be a little bit creative, but I don't want to throw away a loss either. I think I've got it. What about a Shubal? Who's faster? A Shubal is faster than Savannah, so they won't work together. Never mind. Alright, we've got the defense break already. Let's go with the Garrow. We want to make sure we take the win. We'll do that. We'll go with the Garrow. Monster that swaps a portion of the attack and defense. String Master should innately reduce enemy attack by 30%. Yeah, the String Masters, I feel like they're a unique mechanic, but they probably do still need a little bit of work. Hey Arya, how you doing? Whoa, okay. We don't need that many procs over there. Uh-oh. I'm gonna lose my Mina, aren't I? Okay. Alright, so come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. How many procs was that? I agree with you. I think Lynn should be a lot more accessible. What's up, man? What's up, Childish? How you doing? Yeah, that was just insane. That was not Savannah. That was Violented. That had nothing to do with Savannah right there. That was all the procs. I mean, to be fair, it's not exactly like the best comp in the world was being used there. Obviously, I was trying to do something a little bit weird, but even so, that should have been a win. that was brutal. Yeah, Childish, that would be my answer right now too. That was pretty insane. All right, we can auto this one out anyway. Rather use Veramos than Tetra. So Rahul, I actually think Tetra's stronger, but it's a matter of personal preference. Tetra has a directed heal, plus she has a, she has a directed cleanse, plus she has a passive heal. That 3,300 healing around, you can't sleep on it, and more important, the controlled cleanse is important, because Vero can't cool off inability effects, and Vero can't cool down like multi-turn defense break or something where Tetra can target that. So, yeah, Vero does more damage, but Tetra, I feel like, is a better utility monster. Like, not even thinking about Nat 4 or 5 or whatever, I just feel like Tetra is more powerful, or more useful, we'll say. More useful. Alright, let's see if we can find some more legend. Oh, this one's a little bit challenging. Yeah, the thing is, Vero's not a full cleanser. Vero just reduces, actually, Sim is not ruined. Sim is not ruined? Yeah, Sim, you're not ruined, and neither is Freya. Freya is not ruined, no. So I bought an FRR ticket to do the Ice Rift videos. I did the Ice Rift video yesterday and the Fire Rift video, so you guys will see those soon. And so since I had the FRR ticket, I did take the runes off of Freya and a couple of other monsters. Rahul, the S2 just overall needs to be buffed on the String Masters. I think the S3 is really unique, but the S2 is just a little bit too weak. That's probably what they need for balance. And then maybe like a Mermaid partial strip on S1. Alright, Childish, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in a bit. Dejan, I actually like the fact that the speed base on Savannah is a direct counter, because it tells you what you need to do to deal with her. If you make it RNG based, then it's just like good luck, bad luck, instead of saying like I built my monster right or I built it wrong. I would like to see more mechanics like Savannah's, actually, and less mechanics that were RNG activation based. Hey Nicholas, what's going on? Konstantinos, if you're not using him with Tiana, I mean, I don't have Zyros, so it's hard for me to say, but I feel like if you're cleaving with him, then you just need to speed tune him with whatever set you have, and if you're not cleaving with him, then I would probably use him on Despair, but that's me personally. Not having him, I could be way off on that. Alright, so I'm not seeing anybody else that looks particularly challenging here, huh? Well, we've got Legend Wings on 2 monsters here, so this guy's reached Legend RTA before, so the CK one. The Ciara, the 1 wing there, but that's a fairly easy team to deal with. Manuel, I am sorry, but that is not something that I can do, unfortunately. So, I see your point on that, Dejan, but if anything, then I'd like to see maybe a different qualifier. Instead of making it speed-based, make it based on HP or something, which would actually make her harder to build. Accuracy, resistance, I don't care, but, you know, I like the idea of the qualifier. It doesn't have to be speed-based qualifier, though, in my mind. It could be something else that would make her rune requirement higher. So this team actually... This team actually does look quite difficult, because I'm not likely to be able to outspeed the Volantis. Well, I probably can outspeed it, but I never like to go into a comp assuming I'm going to outspeed, and I know I can't outspeed the Lunsa. So this is actually going to be definitely very challenging. I think for this bottom one, we could probably do something like... these two, and then the Tetra again. So we go all water, which will offset the Rocky. The Tetra deals with the Jean. And Rahul, it's totally cool. Like, I mean, Ace prefers Veramos also, so it's just a personal preference thing. For me, I feel like Tetra is stronger. Part of it also is it's not worth Devilmons for me to devil. Oh, Ace. All right. So I will have to pull out the bub then. I'll have to rephrase that as well. Could I make this work? I wonder if I could make Bub die here. Maybe I could make this work, actually. I got an idea here. I'm not going to pull out the Bub on stream, but we're going to do this. Ace, thank you very much for the super chat, though. Even though you're making me use Beelzebub, I appreciate the super chat. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So we need to kill off the Bub for sure. Alright, I could use the Rena to distract... Oh, I got an idea. Okay, where is he? We're gonna do some demon on demon action. I figured I'd theme it with pulling out the Bub, right? What about this right here? So, both demons will resurrect, and, well, you know, here we go. The, Belial is going to get that 12-turn cooldown, which the Rena should never die, and when he comes back, he gets to one-shot the Belinus. And then when he dies, he's going to resurrect the Beelzebub who can one-shot the Volantis. And then the Ciara is just going to be distracted with Rena the whole time. Hey, Austin. No, you're not that late. We're really just getting started. This is only the second Guild War. Okay, I think we're going to go with this. I like the demon on demon right here. And then for the bottom, I do think the Barbara Theo is going to work. The only thing that could really go wrong there is if Rocky decided to take out Theo. But 1 in 3 chance of that happening, and most likely Rocky's going to skill 2. So here we go. Let's see if the double demon action can work. This is gonna be an interesting one, and hopefully that Ciara doesn't stack like 5 bombs on my Rena. Okay, so Bub is injured. He's almost gone. Okay, the Bub is gone now. I wonder if Bub is gonna revive though. Okay, he did. And Bub is done for the fight, guys. Bub will not come back again. He is completely done and gone. And it looks like the Rena's about to die as well. So yeah, demons, most useless monsters in the game. And sadly, the Belial is actually less useless than the Rena is. Well, maybe not. Yep, absolutely, Ace. This is definitely a great team right here. Oh, man. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I am sure. Beelzebub, easily the worst Nat 5 in the game. Easily the worst Nat 5 in the game. LD5. Not worst Nat 5. Worst LD5 in the game. What's up, Sek? How you doing? To be honest, I really thought that would work too, but I've still never actually won one fight with Beelzebub. He is just that bad. Like, legitimately, he's 0-7 now. He's 0-7 in every comp I've ever tried. Hey, Saudera, I don't know if you're in Ace in my Discord server yet. If you're not, Childish, the thing is, it has absolutely no place outside of RTA. It's completely useless in every meta except RTA. And in RTA, it's got to be the single most counterable monster in the game. There are so many ways to counter it. I'd be spending like 15 minutes on stream. Now, the thing about it is, it confuses a lot of people, so it can win you some fights when the other person gets confused. I think it also does pretty well with Veligul. Every replay I've seen where the demon does well, it always has Veligul in the team. I don't have Veligul. But for me, I've tried, I think he's on his 13th build now, and I've never found any way to get him to win consistently. He's just way too easy to counter. The biggest thing with him is his revive as a 5-turn cooldown on the passive. So all you really have to do is reset him and kill him, or kill him twice. He doesn't actually do much damage unless he is injured, because his big damage hit comes from his own HP status. So if you just ignore him, he's kind of just like a fly buzzing around on the walls there. Rudy, no, you did not miss Siege. Siege is coming up next. And John, no, I have not gotten any Art Masters yet. I was going to say I'll try him again, Ace, but obviously I can't because he's gone. I did rune him, though. I did re-rune him, I should say, just for... you guys know, before I had him on Double Nemesis Will, so on that FRR ticket, I did re-rune him. I won't be using him anytime except on stream. He's really just there for the content. I will keep trying to get him his first win, and maybe at some point we'll figure out a comp that we can. But these are the runes, just in case you guys want to see them. So he's now on a triple 2 set, obviously just for stream purposes. I know the set doesn't actually look that powerful, but on his resurrect, he will do 45,000 damage. That should be enough to one-shot anything. I am not bringing him into Siege. I'll bring him into Guild Wars because we have other teammates who can win the Guild War, but he's going to be a guaranteed loss in Siege. That's pretty rough. Yeah, Dejan, actually, that would be too strong. I have to admit, that would be too strong because that would be a guaranteed one-shot cleave. It needs to be something in between. Austin, I'm not like super blown away by the Art Masters, but if I were to pick one, I would take Childish's, the Yogun, or obviously the light or dark. I think the dark one's going to be really strong. I haven't seen it yet. I think the light one's a gimmick. That's probably not that great, but the dark one looks really strong. And then of the elemental ones, I think fire is going to be best. Yeah, Joseph, that was exactly it. Belial just the shield just wouldn't hold up there. I'll show you the Belial runes also, and then we'll work out a comp for this team. Where is he? So here's the Belial. So not super tanky, but same thing. He's keyed to do right around 45,000 damage on his one shot. Cascusio, which one is only useful for TOA? Yeah, the light art master, I mean, he looks useful. He's kind of situational. He's not like game changing or game breaking or anything, but he's kind of cool. I mean, I would certainly love to have him. I wouldn't be disappointed with him at all. But he's not like, if you pull him, you're not like instant G1, you know, or anything like that. I think some people thought he was going to be broken when he came out, but he's really not. Change Water Art Master to have innate stun chance. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting, Dejan. Okay, so Sec, here's what I'm going to tell your friend for the 1-star monsters. If you're free to play, and you don't have enough unknown scrolls, then you might need to level up 1-star monsters, but don't forget that you can also get 2-star monsters from the shop. And the thing is, it costs you 3 crystals to refresh the shop. So look at this shop right now. Let's see. We've got 1 2-star right there. And then for 3 crystals, I could refresh the shop and probably get another 2-star and another 2-star. So for 3 crystals, I was able to get 2 2-stars. And think about how much energy you spend when you're spending 30 crystals per energy refresh to level up the 1-stars. So I did always try and get most of my 2-stars out of the magic shop. Yeah, John, we've got 1 Guild War left, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And then, yeah, and then as Austin said, if you're tight on mana, then you would stick with just the silver as well. So I'm like maybe the only person in the game who still doesn't think Miho needs to be nerfed. I've been Miho'd before, but I've beaten Miho way more often than I've lost to Miho. I think Miho is a really important counter that she creates a balance against certain types of monsters, and you can't just throw Miho out there and expect to win automatically. You have to use her strategically. So to me, Miho is not broken. I think Miho is a good monster. If anything, if you want to make any change to her whatsoever, I might remove the stun from her skill 1 or change the stun to like a lower activation rate or attack bar reduction or something. That's the only part of her I think that's too strong, though. As far as her crit mechanics, I think those are fine. Lots of ways to kill a Miho. And I know I'm the only person in the game who feels that way. I understand that. If I can farm before Lunia, is that worth the time and resources? Blake, I would probably work on 2Aing my monsters rather than farming stage 4 for the runes. From what I understand, and I've never tested it, but from what I've heard from people who have tested it, there's a big difference in the drop rates, particularly with the grinds. So I would probably not farm the B4s. I would work on just 2Aing my monsters or maybe skilling up my 2A'd monsters until I could do the B5. Yeah, see, Mina right there. Mina is actually, in my eyes, Mina is stronger than Miho all around, and Mina counters Miho because she stuns Miho with her first hit, and then she doesn't crit with her second hit if it's built properly. Yeah, there you go. Miho also gets countered by bad rune quality. She also gets countered by damage over time. I love using Rika against Miho. She gets countered by anything that does HP damage. She gets countered by anything that stuns. She gets countered by Bastets and heal blocks. There's a lot of counters for her. It's just that people who play a certain type of team, if you're playing a Vertihile Diana high crit rate team, then it feels like Miho is too strong because she's built to counter your team. And part of it is the strategy of knowing there's a Miho coming. If you draw Vertihile and Diana, you know there's a Miho coming. And so then you should prepare for that. That's kind of the strategy of the team building. Love that, Sim. Love that. Pronunciation of Siege. Well, do you call it siege? Can you see how Mina is built? Yeah, sure, sec. So we'll use Mina in this fight then. Let me find a good team to use Mina. I think I could get away with Mina right here. Yeah, I can get away with Mina on this top one. So we'll just do an Amelia Bulwark Skogel on the... that might not be the best counter. Okay, we'll work on a different one for the bottom. But I can definitely use Mina on this top one. So I think... let's see here. We've got... I think we're going to go with maybe Mimir, Swift Fran, Mina. I think that would work. So my RTA Mina is a lot better than my in-game Mina. And I'll show you the RTA one after this. Oh, I killed Mina already. Never mind. We used Mina earlier and she died. So here are the Mina runes. The RTA one is in Violent Will, so it's a much better build. The only thing with the RTA one is I need to slow it down by 1 speed because I just slowed my Fran down by 1 speed and I broke the speed tuning when there's a speed lead. Where are we at with Mina? Oh, she's right. Obviously, she's right on screen. So here we go. So this one's a Violent Will build. Yeah, I used Mina in that fight where they procced like 30 times. So I will say, like, my old Mina was a Swift Mina build in RTA, and I found myself almost never using her. And since I've switched her to Violent Will, I've been so much happier with her. Now, because she's slow, I needed to make her a little bit tankier. But she still does about 24,000 damage in this build, and then 1 proc, and she just instantly wipes out somebody. So I've been really happy with this build. I just need to slow her down by 1 speed because I slowed my Fran down, and they're not speed tuned right now. Fran is 258, Mina's 255, but because of towers and speed leads, the Mina's outspeeding. Crit damage hard. Okay, wait, so here you go, guys. I found my crit damage. I can show you where all my crit damage went. Here you go. Here's my crit damage. Do I bring Mina to counter Daphnis and Verdi? I do, 30. So I actually bring Triana to counter Daphnis. I bring Mina to counter Beast Riders and Verdi, primarily. Okay, let's go ahead and do this this last Guild War match. So I think this might be the toughest of the defenses. We'll go ahead and take this one, see if we can actually win. Yeah, actually, I had the Naomi at 281, and there you go, Ace. Shike, huh? Where's the H though? Hey, Madge, I appreciate it. Awesome from France, too. I went to Paris for the first time myself last year. Can we get away with this? No, we can't. We need we're going to need some sort of cleanse. So he's going to have the strip from the hyenas. I think, actually, what we're going to do here is just go with Perna Tetra. And maybe Savannah's dead. What about Sige? I just ruined Sige, but there's no defense break, so that won't do. We need what we actually need is some sort of defense break. Maybe Galleon? I haven't used Galleon in so long I can't even remember. So yeah, Galleon would work here. I have a Shield Will one, right? Oh, Varad. I just ruined Varad. How about Varad right here? John, I actually went, it's a long, funny story. It was basically a first date with somebody. We went for a week. I'm actually sure you're right, Sim. I have a friend who speaks Japanese, and I'm pretty sure that's how he would pronounce it as well. Did I miss anything else up here? Okay, I think I answered. I think you can use... Deja, no, I wouldn't. That Naomi, I don't know. I don't know about trying to use Naomi in Guild War. That would be pretty tough. Hey, Bay, what's going on? Hey, Giacomo, no worries at all. How you doing? Stream is going well. We're actually just wrapping up Guild War, and then we're going to be going on to Siege. I wonder if I could get away with this. Not with the Orion there. No, I can't. That's a fun team, but not with Orion there. No, first date was to Paris, not Japan. Childish. We could go to Japan and party a little bit, but not on a date. Definitely, though, Tokyo is definitely in my plans. I was supposed to go to Tokyo... Well, I was supposed to go to Tokyo last year with a buddy of mine, and he bailed. And then I was supposed to go to the Netherlands with another buddy in April, but obviously that has since been canceled. Sim, I think Hawkfrost is like the first 10 people in line, to be fair. Not just the front. Okay, now I lost what I was doing here. Okay, I think we can use, we could probably just use Barber right here. Along with, like maybe Joltan will take the silence and he'll take bigger damage. And then I need, something to deal with the defense breaks. Could I just run a Fran here? No, the Fran would get one shot. I think we need a Triana here. Unless we did double Beast Rider just for kicks. Ace, let's set it up. We'll all go out to Tokyo. And actually, I have the whole thing booked out. We were going to do like a week in Tokyo and then a week in southern Japan. Had it all mapped out with the trains and everything. So... what do we think? Should we do... Or what do you guys... Actually, wait. I could just go real troll here. What do you guys think about... What do you guys think about this? Should I try this? Will this work? It is speed tuned. So Barbara, who's my stripper, is actually going to go first. What's up, Betty? How you doing? Here is the Varad, by the way. He's brand new, just ruined. I did make sure to get him at exactly 130 crit damage, just so that you guys would be happy. And Rocky and Chandra, best buddies. Yeah, Rocky is probably next on my... So should I do the triple Beast Riders? It's probably a losing comp. I probably need the Joltan, because you know that Iris is on Despair. Let's see what'll happen, though. Let's see what'll happen. And Eddie, what's going on? Happy to do it, actually. And I know I fell behind on videos, but we finally got the Finally got the Ice Rift video coming tomorrow, and then Fire Rift is done as well. I just need to finish editing them both. Wow, that Despair Hyenas. That was... Whoa, come on! How many stuns from the Hyenas? Are you kidding me? That was insane! I can't stun him, but he can stun me. I see how it is. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I've never used Varad before. Let me make sure I understand how to use him. Dealing damage proportionate to defense. One turn with a 60% chance. Okay, so we definitely want the S3 right here. Reduce the attack bar. Or not. Wow, another proc. It's... Whoa, okay. My turn. Sweet. And we got the Hyenas. Okay, I think we're good now. Rocky does not need 100% crit rate because she's guaranteed not to have a glancing hit on her skill 3 anyway. What Rocky... Oh, I'm sorry. No, hold up. Rocky's skill 2, though. You need 100% crit rate to turn cycle the Rocky. So I think you could probably get away with like 85, 90% if it made a big difference in rune quality, but basically you want to go for that 100% to turn cycle off the skill 2, yeah. Let's see. Triple Beast Rider is too unfair for the enemy defense. We'll see, bro. I'm honestly not sure. That Orion is like 3 monsters by himself sometimes. If he gets going, especially if it's a violent Orion, that Orion can just wreck you. I'm really curious what the stun rate on that Hyenas was, too. Oh, look at that. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're actually good on this one. Alright, can we take out the Iris? Not quite. So there's the first Iris stun. Can we take her out? Not quite. Okay, we got the Iris. Now, I need the Orion not to be shielded, so we're going to hit the Commune. Looks like... Yeah, see, there's that Orion going again. Whoa, whoa, dude! So many procs today. I actually believe you, Sim. I actually believe you. Okay. You know what? We haven't even attack bar boosted Masha yet, so let's do this. Whoa, chill, chill, dude! Dude, so many procs. Alright, let's absorb some attack bar here. Whoa, okay. Alright, alright. I think we got the Commune, so we did get the win. Rika and Fire Druid, nice. How you doing, by the way, Team 17K? I did build my first ever legitimate arena cleave team, by the way. I'll show you my... It's not an actually good team. It's not something you can use consistently. It's very situational, but I think it would actually work right here. So here we go. We've got Gemini... Whoops. Gemini, Savannah, Shike, and Bastet. So Gemini's at 296. Bastet at 295. Now this team is not fully speed tuned yet. I'm missing a few grinds. But it's close. It's about 10 speed off of being speed tuned, and then it'll be speed tuned once everything is gemmed and grinded. So basic concept is pretty obvious. We strip attack buff, take away the enemy's attack bar, and then do our Sword of Supreme Skywolf, which is also a really nice counter to Miho, because the Miho is not going to heal off of me since I'm double shielded. And then we finish the Miho with our Gemini, and that's pretty much it. Hey DL, what's going on? Stream started about an hour ago. We're just about to go straight into Siege right now. So this is the closest I've ever come to a legitimate arena cleave team. It's very situational. I can't, because there's no skill reset, I can't use it against the Zyros or anything like that, but it's still my first stab at a cleave since I've, whoops, that's Labyrinth, since I've never drawn really quite the right monsters to build a cleave team. Alright, let's see where we stand in Guild War. It looks like we've, rather in Siege, excuse me, it looks like we've got a couple of bases to take. And we're doing pretty good overall. I'm going to check my defenses again, so I haven't changed on the defenses. Let's go ahead and take 6, 11, and 12 to start. Yeah, how'd you do on the Siege, DL? Alright, so we've got Cross, and Cross is good. He's going to win that one. And then we've got this Miho, Rauk, Triana. That's actually kind of a tough team. And then the Galleon, Clara, Yen, and I did not build my Water Joker. So we're going to come back to that base because I don't have the most reliable counters. This one is actually a pretty easy team to counter, so we'll do this. Does Nasty is top and World Boss? What do you mean by cheat? Oh, actually the top scores in the Rifts right now are cheats as well, by the way. Okay, I really want to try my Leica again. Even though this went terribly in Guild War, I still want to try Leica. So we're gonna try Leica one more time. Hopefully it's not gonna be like infinite procs again. And we'll see what happens. Normally I would use Perna here. So normally I would use Mimir, Lauren, and Perna. But part of the idea of this stream is I want to use these newly ruined monsters as well. So we're gonna slow down the defense breaker over here. And then we're going to, I think, just attack bar boost myself back over him for right now. And actually, I can one-shot him, can't I? No, I can't. Leica no go. Like, okay. I guess I better do this then. Is it a true Leica test if he's standing next to Mimir? It's a safe Leica test if he's standing next to Mimir, I'll tell you that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that might not have been the best Leica test, but what we did learn is that he was unable to kill the Juna, Perno, Molong, and any revive. So that would work if I had Juno and Molong, but since I have neither of them, it's not a team I can use, unfortunately. But it is definitely a really good way to take advantage of those Rika defenses for sure. Alright, what are the odds? No, I don't think that's the right place to use the next team that I have. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a Masha and Grago. Yeah, that would be a nice one, DL. Let me just show you guys, because I saw this when I was doing the video yesterday, right? So, oh, they fixed this one. Okay, what about this one? They fixed it. They got the cheated scores out yesterday, but I've got them on video. Man, that's some serious scoring right there. Hertite, man. I wish I had Hertite. Nice, bro. Very nice. Rank 1 in league. I think I could actually win my league this week. I did almost no arena last week, and so I'm in C2 league, so I'd probably be able to win this one. All right, let's do. Let's see. What can we do as another test here? I could do like a double wind. So I kind of like Rakan as a Molong counter also, especially right here because he would strip that immunity. But then I would need like a Chasun. I'd need to do something double wind to make sure. Well, actually, there's no defense break, so we don't need double wind. We probably just need the Chasun to reheal the Rakan. Can't you? Well, I could use Harmonia as well, and I haven't used Harmonia in a very long time. I did adjust Recon just a little bit. I added a few more points of crit rate. Konstantinos, if there's one where you're missing all the nat 5s, that's where I'd go, because that definitely gives you your best rate of getting something new. I know what we're gonna do. This isn't new, but this is fun. He doesn't have that much damage over there. This should work, and this is fun. So let's do this, team. So we're gonna use the Iris to strip off the immunities and the shields. The Iris and John passive healing should take care of the Molong proc. And then I can also get some invincibility up. We do have to worry a little bit about the Kumar silence. Never mind, cross beat us to it. So, Cross is on fire. Alright, so I guess I have to deal with this, don't I? This one's going to be tricky. I think... Didn't I just built, I think I built a light nuker as well. Or not a light nuker, a light tank. No, it was a dark tank I built, right? Varus, that's who I built. So Varus is not going to be the counter here. Here's the Varus that I built. And his runes aren't even fully inscribed yet, actually. So we could go with Shaman, but the Shaman will take too much damage from the Rauk. Hey Alejandro, how you doing? So most likely we're going to go with a max resistance Triana. Probably with a Skogul and so, maybe something like Kamoon, Skogul, Triana. I think is going to be like the safest bet here. And I would like to use a triple tolerance one, I think. So that's 33. That's 32, but I don't want to use Violent. I don't like Violent Skoguls on offense. I guess this is my best Skogul, but I'd like to save him for later. But I'd also like the shield. I think this one calls for my best Skogul. I think that's what I got to do. And then this is the Violent Nemesis Triana with a little bit more health, so we'll use her. This should do the trick. I think this will do the trick. Yeah, so one thing with my Leica is, remember, he's not skilled up yet, also. And so he's going to hit a lot harder down the road. So we get the stone up. Okay, we don't like that defense break, so we'll go ahead and clear that off. And this should take care of the Rauk. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Actually just auto right from there. I might have been overkill. I guess I didn't need the good Skogul. I could have used any Skogul. Yeah, my Leica is still waiting for justice to be served. There you go. Alright, now for the Galleon Clara Yen. And this is a 10-3 team. It did beat Cross, who's one of our best players. I don't have a Water Joker built yet. So, and I would, I've never really had good luck. I've tried using Rena here. Now, I do remember seeing that you could use the tractor against the Yen. Because he can't be defense broken by the Galleon. Bro, no, I'm sorry. That's a giveaway I don't think that I'll ever be able to do. It's just way too much time. It's hard for me to keep up with everything as it is. A full account rerun is like a 14-hour, really long day, and then I always run out of time anyway. So, unfortunately, but besides that, to be fair, I think a lot of people expect you to be able to work miracles when you can really only do what's there. So yeah, that's a road I'm probably not going to be going down. Yeah, DL, so that's actually what I was thinking of, was the tractor right here. He's not super tanky, but he might do the trick. And then I guess, what would you need here? You'd need double fire with the tractor, right? Could I do like maybe a Garo Rakuni? I don't think I like the Rakuni. Shield Wheel Galleon and a lighter Dark Nuke. I don't know about the... I think I like the double fire. So this is I just built Clara. She's new also. The accuracy's kind of low. These were like, she was the very last monster I built. These are totally leftover runes. It was just like what I had. I don't think she's probably the right fit. I think Garo Draco. So what would happen here if we use the tractor lead? I think the Garo Draco would work, and then what we want is not to use the... actually, we would do this, right? The HP lead. So that the my Draco is 286, so it should definitely... Or 289, so it should definitely get outsped. Ludo's not runed. But I'm not sure what good the shield would do, because Clara is just going to break the shield before she strips the will runes. Because two of you have said shield, but I don't see shield actually helping against a Clara. It's not like an Orion. Am I missing something? Because I don't want to take the risk of outspeeding Vrozar. There's a small chance that if I took the speed lead, I would outspeed and then Clara would strip me. I'd rather go second. Yeah, so that's a triple hit, and that's a double hit. So actually, no, I don't think the Garo Draco is the right combination here. I think Antares could do really well, though. No, Antares is going to be too weak to the Galleon. Well, I mean, if you look at my Clara, she would easily break any shield. These aren't good runes, but she would easily break any shield. You know what I think we need? Garo Harmonia. Because my Harmonia is max resistance. She's going to allow me to heal. She's going to allow me to cleanse. I like the Garo Harmonia. And then this way I don't worry about outspeeding as well. Hey Jason, what's going on? Yeah, I've been trying to stream 2 or 3 times a week. I think I'm going to go with the Garo Harmonia Tractor. This is also... I haven't used Harmonia in months. Yeah, Sim, it was literally the last monster I ruined, and I just had a crit rate slot 4, so that's what... I love how my Harmonia has max resistance, and that's the one who gets stunned. Alright, well, let's stun this Yen. Yeah, there we go. Do I have to worry about Garo? Yeah, we don't even care if Tractor moves. We want to clear the Garo. So that should drop the Yen, and that should be good game, right? Yeah. Rakuni is just a little bit too... Rakuni is a little bit too RNG for me. I'm not a big... I mean, you know me. Like, my whole thing is I always want to be able to predict the actions of how the fight's going to go as much as possible. Obviously, there's a lot of RNG. But my goal on everything I do is to minimize RNG. So for that reason, I very rarely use Rakuni. I don't know if I agree or not, Sim, but I won't say you're wrong. I mean, I think the Harmonia was a much better pick than Garo. I think Garo might have worked. But definitely the Harmonia being on Violent and proccing out and healing the defense break was huge. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? Yeah, no worries. I didn't show it. We took a tough loss last siege. We thought we were going to win. And at the last minute, we lost. So we wound up at 168. DL, you know, Izar is handling all of that now. I don't know how you pronounce. Why is he? Yeah, there you go. He just responded on Guild Chat. So if you want him to put it in, you got to let him know. I set up this one. Obviously, I don't have an Ileana, but I set this defense up. I'm curious to see how it's going to do. And then this one, I don't think it's gotten in yet. I'd really like to see how this one does because I just re-ruined it all. I guess it did get in and it didn't do well. Never mind. Hey, X10, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, so we can't really we can finish 6 up here. No, we can't. Cross is all over this stuff. Okay. We could start on the 9, but I don't feel like taking that 9 is necessarily the best strategic move. Can we? We can work on this 5 a little bit. DL, do you have any fights left? Hey, Carlos, what's going on, man? Since Red's already taken one, actually, Red's nowhere close though. Okay, yeah, let's work on this one. Let's work on this one, and I think, wow, all Pernas, huh? So there's some definite 2-man potential right here. I think. So I'd have to be able to deal with that Perna quickly. It's a little bit risky. John, this is blueberry cheesecake, and it's an E-Leaf Ice Stick 40 and a Triton 2 tank. So that Jean is going to be a problem. I have to use Tetra to cool down the Jean, or I have to use Wusa. And Wusa would give me an accuracy boost. So I could do this. Can I kill the Chandra fast enough? Hey, Curtis, congratulations on the Ciara. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Carlos, I did Guild Wars so far, and we're on like our 3rd siege attack right now. I don't think well, somebody beat me to that one anyway, so there you go. All right, well, this is just like a really straightforward cleave out right here. So let's go ahead and just do this one while we're working on it. My best siege win rate right now, Arya, I think is Sierra, Lauren, Perna, which is about 70% or just under it. I also have a Triton, what is it? It's a Triton Rika Anavel, which is at, it's at 0 right now, but it actually won like, it was 9-2, I think, and then I wound up breaking it up. So it's 0-0 now, but it was 9-2. Let's go ahead and just stack. Hey, X10, I appreciate that. Finally use slot 6 attack runes. Yeah, exactly, Curtis. Okay, there we go. We're good with this. Man, that Perna stunned like 100% right there, too. But that worked out. All right, we got to get some 2-mans in here soon. So let's see. Cross has got this. Cross never loses. I can't 2-man a Skogul team, though. I wonder if there's anything I could 2-man here. No, there's definitely no 2-man potential there. Huh. You're trying to one day make a good siege defense. So let's see here. There you go. So Sierra, Perna, Lauren is 36 and 18. The Xingshe Theo, you can see him up there. You don't need me to read him. This one right here, the Kamoon Iris Mina, that's probably my best 4-star. And then the it looks like the Olivia Vigor Skogel already lost one, so yeah. I did run a it was a Joltan. No, what was it? Mimir Joltan Fran or Mimir? I don't remember. I had an all LD one that did pretty well for a while too. Perk, are you trying? Yeah, here you go. Perk is saying hi YouTube. So guys, say hi, Perk. Say hi to the strongest player that you'll ever see, basically. The Kamoon Lauren Yen, yeah, that one's a good one too. Here, I'll show you, let's see. Can we can't, yeah, we can attack this one only. Oh, challenge accepted. Okay, yeah, we gotta hit this. What's the record? Okay. Done and done. This is definitely our next attack. Any more LDs in here? Alright, so Sylvia, Fermion, and Shazam definitely calls for a 3-star monster. That should counter the whole team basically by itself. And now how are we going to do some damage over here? I almost feel like I could 2-man this. The Sylvia probably is 295 Vio. It really doesn't matter. I legitimately think I could 2-man this. I don't know though. I don't know if I trusted enough to 2-man it, but I feel like I could. I probably shouldn't. That's a little reckless. It would be fun though. It would be fun, but it's reckless. I won't do it. Okay, so he's got no immunity over there. Savannah's going to be an easy counter then. Yeah, so this is so here's the deal. I know 2-turn defense break DL, but this is how I would do it. So the Shazam would go and basically it would keep hitting the Joltan, but the Shaman would be healing the Joltan with his massive damage over on the Sylvia. So what would happen is, and I don't know the speed tuning on this. Let's see. The Shaman's 236. The Joltan's much slower. So Shaman would go turn 1. Sylvia and Fermion would both hit the Shaman. And then the Joltan would defense break probably the Sylvia. Shaman would blast the Sylvia. Okay, guys, Ace is our guild leader. If Ace is still in stream, if he tells me to 2-man it, I'll 2-man it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to throw away siege fights. I think this is about a 50-50 chance to actually survive. It depends on how much that Sylvia procs. Well, the Fermion's damage is going to be cut in half against the Shaman while the Shaman is healing and the Joltan can stun and defense break. So the Fermion... should I do it? I'm really tempted to. I think this could work. I say it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. It's content, right? And we're winning. You know what? We're winning the siege by a ton, right? We're good on the siege. Oh yeah, we got 17 bases. Okay, it's content. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see if this will work. 2 3-star monsters against 3 LD5s. Do I want the speed or the attack power? I want the attack power. Okay, 2 3-star monsters against 3 LD5s. Here we go. Alright, the Shazam AoE hurt. So we're just going to take a little heal right here. Oh, no. Okay. So I've got to get a stun. Live. No, the provoke. The provoke. It was the Shazam proc. It could have worked. That wasn't autoed. I was provoked. That wasn't autoed. He provoked me. I still think that could have worked. So here's the thing though. One reason that I thought that would work. Shaman is 65 resistance with 20 on the passive, so he's almost max resistance. All he had to do was resist and not have Shazam provoke, and the Sylvia would have been dead on turn 2, and it's a whole different fight. I still think it would work. I actually wish I could try this like 5 times over, because I think it would work. Like 50%. I think it's 50-50. Yeah, exactly, Angelito. Like I said, if I knew somebody who actually... Perk has 2 of these. Perk has the Sylvia and the Shazam. I could have him set it up with something other than Fermion and just keep trying it, because I'm convinced it would work. But yeah, it would actually, and that took away my best counter too, because if I did this as a regular team, I would have used the I would have used the Shaman. So now we need like probably triple immunity. Ooh, actually, you know what could be fun? This would be fun. Basically, the whole team with suicide, right? And I can... Okay, let's do this. This should work. Yeah, I know, Brozar. Resistance is definitely a lie, but it would have been awesome if it worked. That's all I'm saying. It would have been awesome. Oh, whoa, whoa. Not the... Whoa, chills, Shazam. Okay. Now we're good. Man, that Shazam's just proc crazy every time. No! Whoa, Fermion. Fermion, what's with all these procs? Alright, let's strip that. And now we should be good, right? Yeah, now we're good. Hey, Sky, what's up? Oh, another proc. And he gets 2 provokes. Not good. Dude, and my Iris is on Despair where she's gotten 1 stun? By the way, so for everybody who says that Shazam is garbage, watch these fights. Shazam, since the buff, is really underrated, seriously. Okay, let's go ahead and silence him. See if we can get this stun down. How are you doing tonight, Sky? Hey, Pumax, I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, that was a lot closer than I actually thought it would be, but we're good now. Did you just call me a cow, Scon? Sky? Scon? Yeah, so actually Rahul, I think Rahul calls himself a cow lover, not a cow. Just for the record. What's up, Perk? Alright, so where is our 2-man opportunity here? We need a 2-man opportunity. Because we're, Kraka here. Let's see. There's nothing down there. Maybe something will come up in this base 5 soon. I gotta do 2 more 2-man fights for sure. So I can't use my idea there. And I can't use it there. Huh. Too many good defenses in this siege. I can't 2-man anything. Maybe here. Okay. Okay, I think we can do this one. Can we? I think we can do this one. There's no strip there. Okay, yeah, we can do this one. So we can go, this is a brand new comp. Well, the arena's not brand new. But I tested this out on the last stream, but here we go. I think we can arena. DL, didn't you tell me to do that last... didn't you tell me to do that last time? And remember how well that worked out? What's up, LAX? How you doing? Oh, you gotta go after him first, don't you? Alright, so first things first, we're definitely going to want to get rid of the Bastet. Oh, come on. 27 damage. She does 27 damage through the shield. 27 damage. And it was enough to kill. Are you going to do it to me again? You are! How does it always happen exactly when Ciara can detonate? I'm gonna lose this. I know I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this. Now I'm in trouble. Oh yeah. Okay. Do I take out the Ciara or do I take out the Bastet? The thing is, with the Ciara, it's not a guaranteed crit. I've got to take out the Bastet. Rina's going to get a turn, and the heal block is going to mess me up. But the defense break will be gone, so I've got to take out the Bastet. And then I guess we just hit and hope she goes after... She did. She went after the demon. No. Okay, don't die. Don't die. No! 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 Stop, stop, stop! Okay. Whew! Alright. Man, this Ciara. So much for max resistance, Rina. I think my Rina's taken like 2 turns, and it's a double bomb, huh? And once again... Yeah, that's GG. That's GG. So many procs. Double bombs again. Alright, that worked out nicely. Sky, why would you be jealous of having a bad monster that just lost the siege fight? Oh, man. Okay, that is not going to be a staple team. Oh, that was harsh. All right. So, and DL, definitely you can't two-man this. That Gemini is going to... Actually, there's no attack bar boost. Maybe you could two-man this. Why not? I've got to get out one more two-man, right? So this way, if I lose, then it's on DL. Because DL told me to do it. Is this the right Fran? This is the right Fran. And where is my Daphnis? Where are you, Daphnis? Here's Daphnis. 255, 255, right? They're both 255. No, Fran's 254. So I think... I don't think Fran goes with the speed lead. I think... I only have one. I only have one Rina, and yeah, I'm positive. Oh, it's actually 85 res. There you go. I haven't used her in so long. I guess I need. I guess I was wrong. I need to. I need to go rebuild her to 100 resistance. Okay, so yeah, if I take so Daphnis, oh no, Daphnis is 245, so I can speed lead like this. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Sky, love connection coming up with John. John, your profile picture is a little like blank, so that's going to be perfect for Sky. All right, let's do this. That Ritesh is actually really fast. I would have to agree with you, it was. The Gemini proc wasn't quite as nice. And that Ritesh proc was terrible. And we got it. Okay. John, I think Sky is saying to PM her. DL, 50% is not an acceptable win rate. So I don't think we can forget the last one yet. You've got to get me to like, I don't know, 99%. Then we can forget about the loss. That's the deal here. Okay, so this one we can actually just 3-man. This might be a good shot to showcase that. Ooh, wait. I got an idea. So Chilling is new, and he's a multi-hit. Now, we don't need all this critical rate. So it's all crit rate leads, though. That's the only thing. So my Annabelle, she'll gain 60 crit. She'll be 91 crit. So she's good. Check this comp out. So Annabelle's 31 crit will be 100 crit rate on the Leica. Okay, now the Leica is going to have attribute disadvantage, which means he's guaranteed 100% crit rate. The Chilling is going to strip, so the Chilling is just ruined. He's brand new. And he'll have actually, the Chilling will hit like a truck in this comp, because he'll be 100% too. I kind of like this. This is going to be fun to try, and I've got some healing. I think we're good. The Luis is going to take me forever to kill, but yeah, this is going to be a fun comp. So let's go ahead and knock out the Leica. And I didn't realize... Whoa, okay, don't stun. Stuns are bad. Alright, let's do this. Whoa! Stun? That stun was good. The other stun was bad. Man, I never got to go with Annabelle. That sucks. Annabelle's gone. Dude, not one. I didn't get to go with Annabelle at all? And then the Leica's just going to get resurrected right here. And she gets another stun. Wow. She was determined to make him invincible, wasn't she? Alright, is there anything that Chilling can do against this crack? Wow, triple resist. Okay, this siege is not going well. Dude, alright. Yeah. Those stuns just wrecked me. Didn't I cleanse? I'm pretty... DL Annabelle never got another turn, so it didn't actually matter. Even if I had held off on her, she never got to go again because she was stunned. But I think I cleansed one defense break with her and then got another... Or no, I cleansed the stun with her. It was a speed tuning issue, honestly. Annabelle was just too slow. Or, well, no, excuse me. Chilling was too slow. That's the problem with using some of these, like, weird... Yeah, Vrozar, it wouldn't have mattered, though. Annabelle never went again. So even if she could cleanse, she still wouldn't have cleansed. Hey, Martellano, that's awesome. C2 and 135. Congratulations. Okay, well... They've already cut that off, so there's no point in using more attacks on that base. So I think we'll go for this yellow one down here. Let's see. Oh, these are all Galleon Clara Miho. So my best counter to that would have been Shaman, who we wasted. Wow, Sky, you're getting a little excited over there. Okay, so we've got Vigor for the crit resist, Skogul to do the damage, and then the Miho should target the Amarna, who is in Will Runes. If she kills the Amarna, we'll get to go with the Skogul. And if she doesn't kill the Amarna, we get to cleanse. So this should work, and then this is a triple resistance Skogul just to add a little bit more resistance. Okay, attention all Johns. If your first name is John, Sky would love to get with you. That's what we're learning from this right here. Attention all Johns, you've got a fan in Sky Lover. Really? Oh, come on. Dude, with the procs again. Come on. God. Are you kidding me? That Miho just went 3 times. This is not my day. Wow. That Miho proc twice. My worst siege in a very long time. Okay. That was ridiculous. And the funny thing is, Violent Miho to me is maybe the single dumbest build for any monster you can make in the game. And then it paid off for using the worst possible build. Literally, I cannot think of one worse. Like, the entire value of Miho is Vampire. Yeah, it's been kind of bad RNG today. I mean, granted, I'm not. There's safer comps I could use. Obviously, if I wasn't streaming, I would be using much safer comps. But even so. Okay, attention all Johns. Sky will take you no matter if you smoke or not, if you drink or not, or however much you party, she's good with it. Just throwing that out there for you. Alright, Notorious RNG. This has been the story of the siege, so let's go for that RNG. Alright, I think... we want to do this. Yeah, there you go. So, no, I mean, I don't know. It's been some rough RNG. It wasn't necessarily the best comps. I don't know what to say about that. It just didn't work out. Uh-oh. Is this a max resistance Miho? Wow, it's a max resistance Miho. Okay, so... I think Triana's already popped off. I don't want a defense break. I'm gonna let the Triana kill the Miho since it's sleeping. I'm gonna reduce the attack bar of the Galleon. Of course my 35 crit rate Triana crits, because that's just the story of the day. Goodbye, Yen. Goodbye, Yen. Oh, wait. Got the sleep, at least. I actually crit again. Alright. No crit? Wow. Interesting. Crit. Oh, that's what we needed. That's what we needed. Salvation Song for the win. Okay. DL, you got to remember that it was a resistance Miho, so she resisted everything I threw at her, and if I didn't land at least 3 dots, she was going to heal back enough to have the dots not matter. John, I don't think Ace is on the stream, but yeah, he always does his ace. He does his sieges on stream as well, so he'll probably start in about an hour and a half. All right, so definitely. Oh wow, so bad, such a bad siege. But okay, what are we gonna do? Yeah, Sim, Triana seriously was. Triana, now, I mean, so like, in terms of RNG, the Orochi should have killed the Miho the first time, but she resisted him 4 times. But then once she had done all those resistances, the Triana just saved the day. So let me go ahead and clear out these tickets. Let's see. I think we can just cleave this. Okay, attention Sky. Ace says his name is John. Your dreams have come true. Just throwing that out there as well. Sky's the limit, guys. Can we do this? Okay, so I want to try something else here. Okay, I want to try something here. I got an idea. How would this work? And then we do this. Ace, I thought you came back to the stream because you heard Sky would only date guys named John. Yeah, Ace will definitely have to do better than I did. It would be impossible for Ace to do worse than I did. Let's be fair about that. Sim, you... Okay, so here's the real question, Sim. Which did you enjoy more, the bub or the sky? We all know the answer. I just want to see if you'll admit it. Okay, yeah, this was definitely slow. Way slower than my normal team. Well, the good news is if I was going to have a stinker of a siege, this was the one to have since we are doing pretty good right now. Hey, Clavin, how you doing? Hey, John, I appreciate that. Huh. Oh, that's right. We had that event going on. That's right. Okay. Tetra for the win. I'm sure Veramos would work here too. Well, she might work here. But Tetra for me works here perfectly. Hey Kelly, what's going on? How you doing? Okay, so I don't have any RTA wings left. I actually did them all already today. I don't imagine you guys want to watch like a lot of arena content, but I'm happy to do. If there's anything you guys want, any content you guys want me to do, just let me know. We could do a little bit of Goodwill RTA. If anybody wants to do an RTA match, I'm happy to do one against them. I could bring up the wheel and also take a handicap. No worries, Kelly. I appreciate you stopping by. I won't run this stream too late anyway. One reason I started earlier is since I know Ace will be streaming his Siege afterwards. But if you guys want to do some Goodwill RTA, let me know. Let's see. Not that one. Nah, we got to do this probably. Absolutely not. Okay, there you go. I'll take that handicap. So I must draft the demon, and you can pick any one other monster. You can make me draft 2 monsters. But you can't use Ganny Hathor against me because I don't really want to use that language on stream. And I really don't want to have to buy another tablet either. So that will be the handicap of anybody who RTAs me. And then you can make me pick any 2 monsters that are ruined. Here's the monster box. And trust me, some of these will not fit well with the demon. Okay, guys. We can Goodwill in the room nerf Hathor 20-0. No, she needs to be managed. She needs to be nerfed much sooner than 2020-200 or whatever the hell that is. There we go. Okay, nerf Hathor 2020. I actually would probably just quit, period. Okay, yeah, so the room is Nerf Hathor 2020, and we'll do it like this. Whoever is fighting against me, you can force me to take 2 picks. We won't use Sims picks. You just pick any 2 monsters that are ruined. The handicap can't be unruined monsters. That's unless if your best finish is F3, then I'll take an unruined monster. We'll do a 3v4. DL, you definitely do not get to pick. You can't use Hathor. I agree. Hathor doesn't need a nerf. She needs to be deleted from the game entirely. That would be much better. Okay, so John or Chris, whichever way, which 2 monsters do you want me to take? Type it into either chat, and we can go. Hey, bad nickname, what's going on, man? See, well, okay. I'll pick. I'll go easy. I'll pick like some weird stuff. I'll try to put together a weird comp on the fly. And I'll first pick Demon. If I pick Demon every match, maybe we'll eventually get to see the Demon win one. If everybody had a Hathor, every RTA match would just be first pick Hathor, because you know if you don't pick it, the other person's gonna pick it. Okay, so I said I'd first pick Demon, so I will. And you know what? Sim told me to pick the Light Sniper Magnum, so we'll go ahead and pick that as well. That actually works quite well against Megan. See, now, like, I said I would pick a weird comp, and yet at the same time, you're, like, cleaving me with Rocky. So if I go too weird, then I'm just wrecked. Is he ruined? No, I de-ruined him, right? Okay. So let's do this. Bay, here's what Magnum does. After the enemy, he's got a passive. Basically, when Megan buffs the team, he's going to gain 200% attack bar, and he's going to get a turn, and he's going to do about 17,000 damage, which, unless Chris brings a Lucian or a Julie, won't actually kill anything. So Magnum will do absolutely nothing against this Miho and Garo. And let's see here. What do I want to bring? Kelly, I already showed my bub on stream. I don't know if I should show my kitty and my bub on one stream. That might be too much for people. Just saying. But okay, we're going to show me the kitty. There you go. Here's the kitty. Nice ban. That actually is probably a win right there. Hey Josh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And how you doing tonight? You're not wrong, Kelly. This stream is a it just might get me one at that. Alright, so what are the odds that we could one-shot the Megan? Not good. I didn't think so. I had to try, though. Obviously I couldn't hit the Miho, I couldn't hit the Garo, so the Megan was the way to go. Wow, and that Draco landed attack buffs across the board. Alright, let's do this. And this. You can do that, Kai. I'm fine with that. I'm going to lose this one. But yeah, I could definitely do a Diana against your Antares. Yeah, I would say this is like a guaranteed loss, I think. So we got that one back. He'll just die again right away. Just pulled a Chiwu. Congratulations, Josh. Oh, I don't know if I would have done that. Nice resist. Yeah, Nerf Hathor 2020 is the room. There is no point in hitting him, is there? But if we do this, okay. I think I'm going to get Garo. That's why I said at the start, I was pretty sure I would lose this right from the start. Let's see. Can we reduce? Reduce? Not enough. Okay. Basically, the only way to kill that Garo is going to be on a violent proc, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get a proc. Oh, wait. No! Couldn't get him still. Yeah, Miho is going to wreck my Triana. There's no doubt about that. Triana's not going to beat Miho. Not unless I get like some crazy sleeps or something. Wow, and I crit. Well, that was fair though, because it didn't crit the 2 times before. If I don't get a sleep, yeah. That was the only hope I was going to have, was a sleep. Good game, Chris. Nice match. Well won. Definitely. Kai, are you in the room? I'll do the... Kai, if you're in the room, you can challenge me. No, guys, Miho was a really good pick there. Honestly, I probably should have banned the Miho, not the Rocky. Actually, no, to be fair, I should have banned the Garo. It was... He had a really good team. It was a well-drafted team. Yeah, I mean, Triana sleeps only like 15% before resistance, so... Yeah, Bae, you can join. My suspicion is, guys, by the way, I bet you Ace would take the same rule. You can make him pick any two monsters, and I'm sure Ace would do it also. I saw him in the room. Let's see. So, Kai, you have to tell me what the second monster I have to take is also. I thought we had a no Ganny Hathor rule here, guys. I feel like this was not nice. This was definitely not in the spirit of competition here. Hey, Jason. Yeah, Siege is done, but trust me, you didn't miss anything today. Not my best Siege. Hey, Soap. Glad you were able to make it. I appreciate you taking the break from work. I was actually kind of tempted to, Sim, but I won't do it. I'll take my beating like a man. Wow, lots of innuendos this stream. That one was not intentional either. We're good, bad nickname. We have like 17 bases. I had a terrible siege, but I was not using the best comps. But we have like I said, we have like 17 bases, so we're good. Let's do this. And then this should actually get rid of her. Oof. Big hit. Alright. Can we stun Ganny one time? We can stun Ganny one time. That was nice. Oh, that's awesome, Soap. Seriously, that's like, that's really awesome. I appreciate that. So, Jason, I gotta say, I'm not super familiar with Jewel. I've never tried a Jewel. I mean, I know what it is, obviously. I've just never tried one. But I will say that my opinion on vaping is, you know, I smoked 3 packs a day for 16 years. And then when I quit smoking, I gained 70 pounds in like 2 months. And vaping is what stopped the weight gain. I obviously still have some to lose back, but I mean, like for me, vaping is the best thing I ever did. Because the first time I quit smoking, I gained a ton of weight and I started smoking again. And then the second time I quit smoking, I gained a ton of weight again. And vaping has allowed me to like be healthier, basically. So for me, it's great. But obviously, we're on stream. I'm not telling people they should vape. You know, it's just a, for me, it worked great as a quit smoking tool. I couldn't actually make that recommendation to other people, certainly not on stream, but just telling you my experience, for me, it worked great as a quit smoking tool. So Fear Before, I'm not sure who you are, and if you want me to pick 2 specific monsters, throw it out in chat. If you don't, then I'll just try and draft 4-star and below. Like, I guess, well, yeah. I'll see if I can draft 4-star and below, but I will counter, you know, your picks if you go too crazy. Let's see. So, like, I can't bring Miho into a Ciara. I guess I could bring Antares in, or I could bring Verdi. Yeah, I could bring Verdi in. Okay, John. Well, you didn't tell me what to draft, and if you gave me my last 2, that would be kind of rough. But I'll let you give me one of my last 2. If you want to throw one out there now, I'll take the one you tell me. You'll have to throw it out there before I run out of time, though. Oh, don't want that. Tyrannus it is. And then we'll bring in the demon for content. Yeah, Bay, you can challenge me next. Let me know who you are in game so I make sure I accept from the right person. And if you want me to draft specific monsters, let me know before you challenge me. Yeah, no worries, John. The lag on stream makes it tough also. It's one reason one of these days I will move to Twitch. What I really need to start doing is I need to start giving you guys my Twitch ID so that you can follow me on Twitch so that next time I move, you'll know when I'm streaming. So yeah, for any of you who have not followed me on Twitch, this is my Twitch ID. Because eventually I do want to move to Twitch where there's less lag. I'll still, it won't be soon. It won't be soon. But on YouTube, there's about a 15-second lag to chat, and on Twitch, it's like 2 seconds. It really does make a big difference. I sure hope they don't associate me with it. Beelzebub would be a bad nickname for me. Just saying. All in Marcy, and I need to draft Miho and Beelzebub. You got it. You guys can see why I switched my my Mina to Violent. I mean, that one Violent proc just changed this entire match. Being able to dismount Barber right off the start is so powerful. Wow. Oh, well, you had the attack buff. I was like, that's a strong Ciara. Can I stun? No. That was a big bomb, though. My Tyrannus is actually pretty strongly built. That is not a Beelzebub crown. Or if it is, somebody lied to me. I don't know which. I understand, Rahul. Like I said, it won't be soon when I go to Twitch, and I will always upload the streams onto YouTube. Just at some point down the road, it's just much easier to interact. Okay, so I'm going to first pick Miho, so you can't steal the monster you told me to draft. And you're obviously bringing in, like, Ciara and some bombers, I assume. Yeah, there's the Ciara, so I also have to pick the Beelzebub, which I was told to do. Okay, so now how do we deal with this? I guess we start with a Triana. Yeah. Start with a Triana against that Ciara. Carlos, I would say when you use the word usable, Vigor is usable in a broader range of situations, but Joltan is a more powerful counter in specific situations. So if I had to pick between the two, I personally would build Joltan, but if you're just asking which one is stronger, it's Vigor. Vigor is the better all-around monster, but Joltan just dominates Lawrence. Vigor doesn't dominate anybody the way Joltan dominates Lauren, basically. All right, let's go with, you know what, let's use that Mina again, because she was kind of fun. And how's about a Barber, because you picked Perna? Hey, it was a good game, John. It was, seriously, I should have said that afterwards. It was a good game. Oh, and he brings in the Leona. I'm going to let you keep your Leona, because I think we all want to see the LD right here, right? So I'm going to let you keep the Leona. I know you're leaving the Miho in so that you can bomb it, right? And I don't have enough death protection. But I don't want to deal with that Lauren. We're gonna get rid of the Lauren. Take the attack lead. Yeah, so if I could do that. Tyrannus runes. Let's see. Here are the Tyrannus runes. I actually just changed him up a little bit, and I don't like that 0 accuracy, obviously. So I do need to I do need to tweak his runes again soon. I probably won't get it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it this season or not. There's only, what, 3 days left in the season? But he should have about 20 accuracy. All right, let's start working on this Fran. 1 violent proc is like game right there. Didn't get the proc, but I mean 22%. The Fran's gonna proc, isn't she? No, she didn't proc. Okay. Yeah, Sim. I mean, you could have made a case for a couple of different bans, but the Lauren was really the way to go there. Lauren just gives so much control. I'm gonna say that Perna's really strong, but obviously it still has the attack buff also. Let's see if we can get rid of that attack buff, actually. Nope, not quite. Oh, actually, yeah, we can. We do this. So, just for future reference, Bae, just a piece of advice, I would have left that... It doesn't actually make any difference, because I was going to get to cleanse, but I would have left that bomb on the Miho, knowing that your Ciara was about to die. Garo's best build is legitimately going to be Vampire. But you could put him on Swift, because remember that he's going to... So the thing with Garo is that he is... his turn 1 scales to his speed. So if you put Garo on Swift, then you would you'd be taking advantage of the fact that he scales to speed. And then if you put Garo on Rage, I think he would also do really well. Good game, Bae. Good game. Hey, Sec, before you go, by the way, just so you guys know, Thursday night, we're going to be doing a summon stream for Sec91, and also an account review. So, guys, it'll be the biggest summon stream I've done. It's over 50 light dark scrolls, and hopefully we're gonna draw him any LD5 but Beelzebub. No, just any LD5 would be amazing. But yeah, definitely tune in Thursday night. I forget. I think we said 5:30 global server time. I'll post it in advance. But yeah, it'll be the biggest summon session that I've done for somebody. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. It's Sec's birthday summon, so happy birthday, bro. Appreciate you letting me do the summons. Okay, does anybody else want to throw in a challenge? Yeah, it would be amazing if we could just pull, like, you know what, honestly, like an Ileana or a Martina also. Actually, I think he said he has Martina. But like one of those super strong LD4s, and then obviously any LD5. So guys, if anybody else wants a challenge, if you want, here's what I'll do. I'll bring in one unruined monster. We'll try a 3v4 if you want to try. Oh, I want Ileana also, Perk. She is tough. Like, Ileana right now might be the second strongest monster behind Hathor, and no, that's an exaggeration, but she's like a top 10. So to me, Hathor is definitely the strongest monster. All right, Perk. Oh wait, no, I'm not bringing in an unruined monster against you, Perk. Though that's too big of a handicap. Just like a normal RTA, or Like, I'll tell you one pick in advance so you can counter it or something, but not unruined. Actually, that's a really good idea, Sim. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I could bring in the Freya as the unruined monster. Or I could bring in Beelzebub unruined, you know. No handicap? Okay, challenge me, Perk. Oh, wait. I gotta come back in. Nerf Hathor, here we go. Alright, Perk. Here we go. Oh, okay. You same time. So, for those of you who have seen the streams before, you know that there's absolutely no hope in the world of me outspeeding Perk. Like, literally no hope whatsoever. So we're definitely not even going to try. But what I am going to do is take the Lauren, because his Lauren is way too freaking deadly. Actually, wait. He just pulled Verd, so that means he's going to be bringing Yogan, right? Yeah, you wouldn't have brought the Verd unless you wanted to take away the Yogan counter. So that means I need to bring in another water monster. Ah, okay. I think you might have overplayed your hand. Because now, if you bring in another immunity, he brings in the Sylvia. Wow, so we got that LD action going in every fight. Alright, so where's your real damage? Where's your real threat here? Actually, no, this is pretty straightforward. We banned the Fran, right? Yeah, we banned the Fran. And then, yeah, just the Ciara lead. So the Kabilla will obviously outspeed me. That Kabilla is probably about 350, maybe 380. And on Violent. That Kabilla is probably 350 on Violent. The Sylvia is probably 300 on Violent. Actually, the Sylvia is 300 on Violent if it's using its normal runes. So that's insane, because you're going to turn cycle with a Swift Verd, too. You might get like 3 turns before I take 1. And the Sylvia strips, I forgot about that. So you're going to get the stun also. Goes into the Mina with Verd. Absolutely wrecks with the Miho, but I did get a turn. And that was probably not good. Let's see, you can't cleanse yet, so let's work on the Sylvia. And then I can just reduce attack bar here. And reduce attack bar a little bit more, okay. And can I stun the Miho? I cannot. Let's work on the Sylvia again. Now can we get the stuns? No stuns. We're going to let the Miho go. Let's reduce the attack bar of Sylvia. As the Miho is now dead next turn. Let's see if we can control the Sylvia. Take care of... Oh, he got the counter. No stun. Gets the defense break. I don't think we're too worried. Kabilla can't solo me. It's the Sylvia we've got to control. So let's put the bomb up here. Hey O'Shane, glad you were able to make the stream. No worries about being late. Yeah, so for me, mid-game is about the right time to start using the optimizer, to be honest. Obviously, early game, you wouldn't want to do it. Good game, Perk. Good game. That Sylvia is just freaking toxic. So same thing, we'll start with the Triana. I think I have an idea of where you're trying to go. Yeah, I got distracted, O'Shane, but So early game, the optimizer won't do much for you. I'd say about the point where you probably have like maybe 400 or 500 runes. That's about the point where it's going to be... that's about the point where you're really going to start to benefit from it, I would say. And that should be somewhere around mid-game. Oh, he counters again. Double glancing, though. That's going to hurt. So Perk, if I could give you one small piece of advice, your focus right here should have been to dismount the Savannah so that she didn't get off her gigantic roar. As much as Mina's a threat, Savannah was the bigger threat kind of for what happened. So if you want to try it again and dismount Savannah, it might wind up being a different fight. Good game though. I mean, your Sylvia is just freaking insane. Yeah, Cascusio, it is, that's a good point as well. Early game, you're constantly upgrading, plus your runes aren't really inscribed that much, so the optimizer is not going to give you that much benefit if your runes aren't, like, mostly inscribed in inventory. If all your stuff in inventory is at, like, +3, +6, the optimizer doesn't know what they're going to roll. So a big part of using the optimizer is making sure that you bring your runes at least to +9 if you're strapped on mana, and eventually you bring your best runes to +12 so that it has full information. And then also the gems and grinds, which hopefully you'll start doing raiding in mid-game. So it's kind of about the point where you're able to inscribe all those inventory runes up and you start raiding and gemming and grinding. That's about when the optimizer is going to give you your best value. Is there anybody else who wants to do an RTA battle? Actually here, oh, let's see. There, I was literally going to challenge him right as he challenged me. Okay, DL, so if you don't bring Ganny Hathor, you can pick any random handicap for me. I'm good. Just throw it out there. Throw it out there before I draft my next two picks, though. You can't pick the handicap, like, on the end. Or are you planning to Ganny Hathor me? Because you lead out with the Chai Wu. Oh, you steal my Savannah, you dirty villain. Okay, how are we going to deal with this Savannah? Oh, I know how we deal with her. Okay. And you bust out with the Oki, huh? Are you gonna Ganny Oki? I think my Daphnis is ruined, but I'm not positive. I can't bring Miho. I could go with like I'm gonna need some more immunity, aren't I? Or maybe. Okay, so I could bring the Josephine for sure, and maybe the Barbara for the strip. I think you've got me on this one. It could be close. It depends. If your Oki reset gets resisted, then it's going to be really close. Or if I counter the Chai Wu, obviously. But I didn't get the counter, so that was the first check. And Oki! Violent Oki! Damn! Oh, wait. No, not Violent Oki. He just stunned. Never mind. Yeah, obviously. I guess it's not going to be close. You just crushed me. Oh, I got a chance. Oh, that was not good. Oh, Tyrannus procs into death. That was my chance. Can you hold, Tyrannus? Can you hold? You held a little bit. Okay, I gotta reduce the Ciara attack bar. And I didn't reduce the Ciara attack bar, so you're gonna bomb the Verd, that's what I figured. Wrecked. Oh! Oh! Okay. Can we slow the Ciara? Can we sleep the Ciara? We can sleep the Ciara. How squishy is Chiwu? Not squishy at all. Nice Chiwu. I guess we'll slow her or not. And you're back. If your Chiwu is skilled, you're back. I guess it's not skilled. Oh, that was some bad RNG, man. You deserve that win. I'm not gonna claim that win. You outdrafted me, and I got the counters. That's all that was. I'll give you a rematch on that one. That was definitely you got out RNG'd because I got that key proc earlier also. But now that I know what you're running, Oki's not ruined. I can't steal him from you. But I can steal that. Oh, we don't want Camilla. We do want Ciara and Fran. Shihu, nice pick. And the Vanessa, huh? So I can't bring in Diana. You've got too much fire. I can't bring in the demon because you've got Oki. Barbara's really the pick, right? Because Shihu will wreck the Mina. So Barbara is the pick unless I want to bring in Wusa. But I feel like Barbara's the pick and we do this. And now do I want speed or accuracy? You don't have resistance, so I'll take the speed. Now, do I provoke Oki or Shihu? I guess I'm less worried about the reset than I am Shihu. That's why I hate Oki. Oh, the Shihu proc though. Nice proc. That proc probably balanced out the Oki missing the reset, but that's why I hate Oki. That's why I won't use Oki. I think I'd rather just turn cycle, right? Yeah. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? I didn't turn cycle ahead of the Oki. I thought I was going to turn cycle ahead of the Oki. Okay, that was stupid. Wow. Wow, that was so dumb. That was so dumb. Oh, that's a tanky Shihu, too. And I guess Oki didn't get resisted on the Fran. I thought I saw it say resistance. That's weird. I wonder what she resisted then, because I could have sworn I saw it say resistance. Well, that time it definitely said increase cool time. Oh, nice. Shihu is so strong. Did Vanessa proc back? No, she didn't. So, can I get the strip? Yeah. Hey, John, thanks for stopping by. Oh, crits and sleeps. And that Vanessa's back, isn't she? Wow, another crit. All right, good game, sir. Good game. 1-1. Demon's probably a dead pick here, but I just figured we'd test it out and see what happens. Whew! Thank you for not picking Ganny. Ganny would have absolutely wrecked me right there. I do not have a crit damage Triana. Actually, my Triana is anti-cleave. She's like 45k HP and 1600 defense, something like that. She's slow and just pure anti-cleave. Hey, Bad Nickname, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Ace, by the way, what time are you streaming? Okay. Okay, so I think we'll just do, I don't know, does anybody else want, good games, DL, by the way. Does anybody else want to do do any RTA matches? If not, I will probably just, I'll run through a... Okay, cool, Ace, I'm going to be wrapping up this stream in a few minutes. I don't know about outplayed, DL. You outdrafted me in the first one. You really did. I RNG'd you in the first one. Nice. So I think probably what I'll do then, I'll do my arena flags, because a lot of people ask me for arena videos. And so I'll do a quick run through just on some of the counters that I use. Now, not all of these are specifically rush hour counters, but just general counters. So for example, when I see this Vanessa Triana double twins, I like to use either Grago or Shaman. So we can take the Shaman down here. Oops. Take a team like this, and then you bring in the Shaman. Now, one thing I'll mention, by the way, is before, if I'm actually rushing, before rush hour, I pull out all the monsters I know I'm going to be using, and I put them, wait, that's the wrong team, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I take out all the monsters I'm going to be using, and I put them in my inventory so that I'm not scrolling through the giant storage. But yeah, so I would use something like this. The Ganny is there to reset the Triana. The Shaman is there to bring the Martinez attack against him. And then basically, we've got triple immunity. So what we're hoping for is just not too many procs, which fortunately there weren't too many procs. We'll go ahead and strip off the immunity from there. And then I think we'll actually reduce this Triana since we're about to reset her. This way we get a big hit from the Ganny. Or we could have had a big hit from the Ganny. And now we'll go ahead and just keep working on that Triana, basically, while we're waiting for the immunity to come off the Vanessa. So the real threat on this team is actually the Shayna. Once you take care of the Shayna, you're pretty good. You just have the one team perk? And then, like I said, once the Shayna's gone, the Martina's just going to keep targeting your Shaman. She's not going to do enough damage. And then the Beast Riders could be replaced, obviously, with other nukers. The Beast Riders are really good to counter this type of team, because if the Shayna goes crazy with her stun and they dismount, it helps a lot. But if you don't have Beast Riders, something like Perna would work really well there. Something like Odin would work really well there, and so forth. Now, for a team like this with that Acroma there, we're going to use our Odin to one-shot the Acroma. The big key to this is you need to control that Praha. So I'm going to use the Beast Rider to control the Praha. If you don't have the Beast Rider, then any other form of strip would do the trick as well. But you have to get rid of the Praha first, because if she gets her strip off, you're in trouble. How do I showcase your Mephisto in Arena? I don't have one. I don't know how to find you, DL. John, so it's funny you ask that. I recorded the first 2 Rift Beast videos last night, which are Ice Beast and Fire Beast. The Ice Beast video will actually be released tomorrow. So after this stream, I'm gonna go edit the Ice Beast video. It should be done tomorrow. And then the Fire Beast one I'll have out usually about 2 days after. So I'll go show you those teams now also. So right there, obviously Clara is the primary threat, so we just take her out with the double hits. Yeah, so you might need to test a few things out, Sim, to see like what exactly works for you. I used Grago for a long time, and Grago works really well as well. Now, if you're using Grago, I know a lot of people like to use Grago in a Vampire build. I'm personally not a fan of Vampire because I feel like he doesn't do enough damage to really benefit you. Wow. I guess I should be paying more attention. I probably should have just killed that Ludo first, but that's okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really a fan of Grago and Vampire, but I don't hate on anybody who does it, of course. It's just personal preference. I like mine in Shield Will, but the big thing is you want to have your Grago in Resistance if you're using him to counter Martina. So most of those Martinas are so fast that they're not going to have a ton of accuracy. The Shayna passive gives them 25, and let's say it has another 30, so it has like 50 accuracy total, right? Then if Grago's max Resistance, you've got a 50-50 chance of the Martina not stripping him. If the Martina doesn't strip him, the twins have to hit him like 15 times for him to die. So the other thing is I use my Grago on Shield Will Revenge. And the reason for the Shield Will Revenge is because of the ability to stun. So I like it's only 1 time in 8, but I like that ability to stun as well. So I've been using Shaman because it's a faster outcome. Like one way or another, it's going to be faster with Shaman because he does so much damage to the Martina. Yeah, there you go. Masha Odengani would work. Now, right here, my Bastet is max resist, so half the time she's going to be able to resist those Tritons. But the main thing is there was no defense break and there wasn't a lot of damage on the enemy side, so the Tetra's just going to cool everything off for me anyway. Ooh, max resist Miho. That's about what you can expect the Martina to be, honestly. Maybe, well, yeah, on that team, I would expect it to be right around 170 Vio. So there we go. Now, once the Miho's gone, this team you can just pretty much auto out. I will hit the Rika 1 time, and now I can just auto. So it's not the fastest team, as you can see, but if the Miho hadn't resisted me the first time, it would probably run just under a minute. And if you have a team like this that you can quick swap to, and you're not searching for a lot of... So here's the big thing. Those of you, I think a lot of you who are on the stream probably know, I don't have any real cleave teams. And, so now we do have a damage dealer over here, so this is a different type of team. But there's no attack boost. I think we can cut. So which one? I think we can cut and use this one. So I don't have any really good cleave teams. My Lucian is not super fat. I don't have super fast Swift runes. So for me to be competitive and win fights quickly, I wind up having to swap out a lot of different... oh, man. That was unfortunate. So we'll do this. But yeah, I wind up having to swap out a lot of different teams. So there we go. We'll strip... Oh, we didn't get the strips. Who do I reset here? I guess I can't risk getting silenced, so we'll reset the Triton. This is going to wind up being a slow one. But so basically for me, what I do is I make up for the fact that I don't have fast teams by fighting every team. So I pretty much don't skip anything at all when I'm going through, and I just have counters to every team that I can. Ah, the Rika barely survived. As long as he doesn't proc, we're good, though. Okay. So now the Rika gets her her skill 3 out, and now we can just auto out this team. So most of my fights will wind up taking about a minute unless something goes a little bit wrong or I make a mistake. Like right there, I probably got a little bit unlucky. This team right here, never mind. So this team was built when Gemini was on 250 Despair. I was wondering why I outsped. It's because I changed Gemini to 296 Swift. That's why I got cut. So that was not unlucky at all. That was just me forgetting what my team was. Now here's another example of a counter. If you happen to have Josephine, because she's the only really reliable counter here, we're going to use the Josephine to cut. When the Clara gets a stun off, the Josephine will provoke the Savannah. Make sure that the Savannah doesn't get a turn until the rest of my team gets back around. And, oh, even better. We didn't get the stun, but that's okay. Oh, the Savannah procced. Whoa, okay. Yeah. So, best laid plans and all that, but I think we're still okay. I think. Do I want to strip? No, I've got to absorb some attack bar here. So we're just going to leave the bomb on the Savannah for right now. Josephine already did her job, so it's actually not a huge deal that Josephine died. That was an attack bar boosted bomb, so the Savannah is going to dismount. We're not going to detonate because we don't want Savannah to get a turn. We're actually using that bomb to take her turn away. But she's going to proc anyway, of course. Even so, I think we're still good. Savannah's gone now, so there's not enough damage left on the enemy side. So this was an example of where things kind of went bad, and the fight winds up taking a little bit longer than you'd like, but it still works out. What's up, Reginald? How you doing? Wow, Violent Bastet. Bastet procced on me, too. But yeah, so my whole strategy for Arena is basically, since I can't cleave, I just fight everything so I don't waste time looking for fights, and then I do the fights as quick as I can, and once I've killed the main threats, I go to auto so that I can speed things up a little bit. And so here's our last one. This one's actually very easy. We go back up here to the Tetra. The Tetra is going to cool off... Whoops. The Tetra is going to cool off the Jean Provoke, and then we just take over from there. Now another combination of this team right here is... Yeah, so John, you're right. That's another big part of it right there is ADs honestly have become... Like, if you're a super cleaver, generally speaking, you're going to struggle with more ADs. And so it actually works out a little bit in my favor the way I do it now. Is there anything I can't fight? I know there's one team that I struggle with, Sim, but I can't remember which team it is off the top of my head. It's one of Heavenly Royals teams where I'm only like 50-50 against it. It's an all LD team, but it's the mix of those LDs I really struggle with. I think it's something like Rahul, Nephthys, Nigong, and one more. No, Halphys you can kill really easily with Ignore Defense. I use Odin, but you could also copper a Halphys, and it goes just fine. Double Lydia, you just kill with damage over time. Tian Lang, you just bring in an Amelia for cleansing, or if you don't have Amelia, Annabelle, or basically any max resistance cleanser will handle a Tian Lang. I think it, well, there you go. So we got a Tian Lang right here. This team's actually going to be fairly easy. So there's honestly, I would probably, this is a slow team. I would probably actually just bring in my Odin. Unless Tian Lang goes crazy on the Despair procs, there's not enough damage over there to actually kill me. The worst case scenario for me is that the Ciara dies to some Perna procs, and then it's a slow fight for me. But that's the worst case. It doesn't happen that often, since I am going to have multiple shields. So we'll go ahead and strip right here. Hey Axel, what's going on? How you doing? And now from here, we just pretty much ignore the Perna. I'll take out the Tyrannus, and I'm on auto. So again, it's definitely not like watching a Foxy cleave. I don't have the runes to do that. I have a couple of teams that I recently built that will give me 30-second wins. I actually have 3 teams. So I have a Leo double Lucian Bastet that I can use in certain situations that'll give me quick wins. And then I have 2 other cleave teams. But, hey Garv, what's going on, man? The thing is, all of those teams are very situational. So I switch to them when I see that I can build a team, when I can kill somebody quickly. Now this one right here, this is going to actually, so you asked if there's a team I have trouble with. This is a team I would have a lot of trouble with. I don't have a quick build for this right off the bat. So you can't use your Leo here because the Savannah and Triton will both outspeed me. I can't use my cleave team here because the Savannah will just wreck the Sige. DL, so a slow cleave wouldn't do any good against this Triton because it would strip me. So that the Triton strips you, the Savannah defense break and takes your attack bar, and then the Eureka is going to, I think basically what I would do here is actually switch both of these, and I would use Revive to counter this. So I would bring in Perna, I would bring in Perna plus Odin plus Tetra. So the Tetra is going to cool down the dots from the Rika. And also provide me with healing, cleanse, shield, all that fun stuff. And then the Odin and the Perna are both going to be damage dealers. And yeah, Foxy's teams are just crazy. So there you go. The Triton derped, and then because I brought in that defense lead with the Bastet. So I don't know if you guys actually caught that. The defense lead from the Bastet was part of the key there because one of Savannah's qualifiers is that she needs her defense to be higher than the enemy's in order to defense break you. Now my Odin has reasonably high defense, my Tetra and my Bastet both have high defense, and then my Perna had attribute advantage. So by taking the defense lead on the Bastet there, I put Savannah at a disadvantage, and then I'm able to use the Tetra to kind of counter... Whoa, okay, there we go. Able to use the Tetra to counter off the Rika. Okay, so now we actually do have to deal with this Vanessa before we can finish off that Savannah. This is going to be the downside to this team, is obviously attribute disadvantage right here, plus the Odin resurrected already. Proc was nice. The second proc was really nice, so now we can actually just auto. Hey, Austin, congratulations on getting a usable rune in only, what was it, about 3 hours. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy for you. Yeah, so this team was like super slow. I wouldn't probably attack this team during rush hour because I know it's going to be super slow. It's beatable, obviously, but it's definitely not something I want to deal with in rush hour. As a matter of fact, maybe I need to make this team. This actually, I think I need to copy this team, don't I? Note to self. I wonder how... I'd love to know the record. I'd love to know the defense record of whoever... Benans. Okay, this team is easy. We're just going to nuke it out. The only thing is, I think I want to use... just to show you guys a different team, because this is what I would normally use. It's a little bit faster because the Odin can one-shot. Yeah, Juno would counter, but it would take forever. During rush hour, would you really want to use a Juno into that? You wouldn't be... I don't know if you could Lucian it, Kai. If it was a 33 speed lead with the Triton and Savannah, both probably over 300 speed. You'd have to be really fast to Lucian it. Okay, so this team that I just brought up right here is... it's a really fun team that I've been messing around with, and so you can only use it when you know you're going to cut. Actually, we'll just put the glancing right there. So the Fire Mermaid is Platy. She's actually a lot of fun. I don't use her much, I'll be honest, but she is fun. And then the Blue Mermaid is Tetra, and I think she's incredibly powerful. I use her all the time. As was discussed on the stream earlier, she's kind of similar to Veramos, and there are some people who do prefer Veramos to Tetra. So it's a personal preference issue right there. But for me, I use Tetra constantly. Yeah, but DL, you got to remember that oh, I see what you're saying. So you bring like a Garo Best. I'm not sure what comp you're using there. But he pushes back enough. The point is that during rush hour, I try not to lose a single match. So if you're cleaving, you're going to wind up losing some. Whereas during rush hour, if I lose one in the hour, it's bad for me. I usually try not to even lose one. I do not have Vela, and I think he's become my #1 most wanted monster. Vela or Samant. It's kind of a toss-up between those two, which one I want more right now, to be honest. Obviously, excluding things like LD5s and all that. Haha. Eventually she'll die. There she goes. It was only a matter of time. You have to be crazy fat Lucian to run the gauntlet in Guardian defenses, though. I mean, I can't. I made my Lucian was 12,000, so that's obviously not fat Lucian anymore. But you really need to be like 16, 17,000 cards to be able to beat most defenses. Ace definitely needs an LD5 very soon. I think I showed you guys most, but I guess I'll do. I like barely ever do arena anymore, so I'll go ahead and do. I'll do one set of flags. So check this out. I just maxed my last flag last week. All the flags are done except for like the 2 mana gardens. There really aren't any, I'd like to see some of the like toxic LD defenses up here. So we use the same thing right here. There's no damage. So one of the big keys when you're identifying the enemy team is a lot of these, like right here, the only damage on the other side is the Theomars, and it's single target. So the worst it could do would be to kill one thing, which is what it just did. And the only way that, okay, maybe it's not the worst it can do, jeez. But the only reason that actually happened is because the Orion didn't stun anything also. So if the Orion had stunned, then my Josephine would have cut. Now the Orion's going to resurrect here, but the Theo's going to be stunned. The Vanessa is now procced out. The Theo's going to die to damage over time after it comes back to life. And it's pretty much GG right there. I could actually just go on auto from here. So actually, this one would have been faster if I hadn't auto, just because she wasted the bomb on the Theomars. But yeah, so when we're looking at these teams, what we're looking at is to identify what's the real threat on the enemy team. Is it a stall? Is it like right here? So this team right here, there's no damage over there. It's mostly just a hassle team, and I can just dot it because there's no immunity. So it's going to take first turn. It's going to hit my monsters, but the Miho's just going to, the worst that's going to happen is the Miho attack bar reduces the Gemini, or maybe even the Ragdoll kills the Gemini. We've got the strip of all the immunities, the Bastet boosts. Like there's just not a big threat over there. We'll go ahead and actually reset the Bastet because we don't want the defense break. We put out the dots. And then this is it. So it's basically just identifying, is there enough damage on the enemy side to nuke you out? And if there's not, what can I bring? Oh, the ragdoll lands on 1 HP and gets the torrent, but it still shouldn't really matter. Oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't have autoed there. Maybe it is going to matter. Let's go ahead and make sure Ragdoll doesn't get off another torrent. Okay, now we got it. You are correct, Kai. Those are towers, but I am 1 flag away from Guild as well. So here, I just got my last Guild one up as well. So I'm 1 flag away on the Guild, and I just finished my towers. So they came out at about the same time. Okay, so now this side, the Juno is actually the primary threat. So we know we're going to get outsped, but what we're going to do is use the Ganny to prevent Bastet from defense breaking us, and we're going to use the double Beast Riders to take care of the Juno. This was actually, for me, like the wow, that's like a max resist Juno. I didn't get to take enough attack bar away. I'm going to get wrecked now. Oh, never mind. Do we have enough? Okay. You know what? Max resist or not, we still got to reset the Bastet. Just hope we take the attack bar. We did, so we're good. Now I can just go ahead and do this. And we'll do this, and then we're good. Yeah, Theo's on defense. So part of it, though, the one big thing to remember is because Theo does a triple hit on his skill 2, it makes you feel like he's proccing more than he actually is. Am I going to get soloed by Fen Yang here? Is that what's going to happen? Oh man, I'm sorry, John. You wanted to see my Rift teams also. So I'll go ahead and show my Rift teams. And then I'll show you my Alunia team, but my Alunia team is not stable, which is why I have not done a video on it yet. Well, I guess I'll show you the Alunia team first since I went here, and then I'll show you the Rift teams. So this is the... Oh, actually, no. This was... I was testing this based off of Ace's video, but I wasn't able to get that team stable. So my Alunia team is... I de-ruined Bernard. I don't have an Alunia team right now. My Alunia team was... Orochi, Yen, Bernard, Chasun. Yeah. This was my Alunia team, but Bernard right now is de-ruined. So I am going to try a different Alunia team, but at the moment I don't have one at all. I mostly farm Lumal because this team for me is 100%. It's a little bit slower than... Well, the team that Ace just put out in his video... if I can get that team stable, then that runs like a minute 10. My Lumal team average is about a minute 50. So the Alunia would definitely be faster. But for me, this team has been much faster. Pretty sure I did try Barbara Kai, and I didn't have enough sustain, which is why I put in the Vigor instead. I think that was my last test on it. But the big thing is, some of those runes need to be moved around, and... honestly, you know what I might need is, like, chilling. Because I don't have enough... So what was happening with that team is I wasn't getting 100% crit rate. My Talia's built for... My Talia's like 87 crit. My Sabrina's like 85, something like that. And so it was just some RNG. If I missed crits at the wrong time, then I would lose a monster and fail. But it failed about 20% of the time, where this team basically never fails. I don't think this team has actually... I think it's failed once for me in, like, you know, hundreds of energy. I remember, like, one fail maybe. And these are, for me, pretty mediocre runes. Obviously, I know we all have different stages of game, so for some people it's harder to match, but These are the only monsters. Well, okay, so no, obviously Barbara's in really good runes, and Fran's in good runes, but she doesn't need them. And then the Amarna and the Tiankin are in just leftover runes. So the other thing is I have a couple of Legend Destroy grinds, and I don't have a good Destroy Ancient rune yet. So someday it's going to drop a Legend Ancient Destroy, and I'm going to re-app it so I can use those Legend grinds. And then it'll be much more convenient for me to switch over to Alunia. Because I've been farming Lumal for so long, I have a lot more grinds for Lumal. The other thing is, I've never gotten a single Ancient Will speed grind. Not one. And I have like 5 really good runes that need to be grinded. Which obviously you can get in either Lumal or Alunia. But I'm just waiting for those speed... I would take a blue one at this point. So the interesting thing about this team is it actually goes much faster if Barbara gets demounted. That's the RNG. If Barbara gets hit without the crit resist, then it goes at about 1:40. The 2.5 minutes is about the slowest run that I get off of this. So it runs between 1:30 and 2.5 minutes. 1:40 and 2.5 minutes. Okay, so here are my Rift teams. Light Beast is rank 79. I haven't really worked on any of these Rift teams in quite a while. So this team was rank 8 when I set this score. The Dark I was rank 5 on the Dark Beast, and I am now rank 47. And I was rank 8 on the Light Beast, and I'm rank 79. So I've dropped a lot. And then I think I was 37 on Wind. Yeah, so I've dropped about 50 on each of these, basically. Is that all of them? Oh, Fire I was also top 50. And wow, I dropped a lot on Fire. But I set all of those scores like 2 weeks after they redid the Rift Beast, since they had just redone them, obviously. So a lot of people probably just hadn't gone yet. I don't have Hertite, so that's one of my biggest challenges. But this is the Light Beast team, except I don't remember if Naomi... I think I'm just running Naomi in here as a test. I normally would use... I'd normally use Crow. But I want to try something here. I got an idea. So I can get glancing off of Orang. If I could get rid of... So, no, if I do Orang, though... Okay, if I do what I'm thinking, then I'm not going to have a reliable defense break, but I am going to have some serious nuke potential. It would be super RTA... O'Shane, I'm actually done with the, I'll do, well, so if you want to do one more RTA match, I'll do one when I'm done with the Rift Beast, and then we'll actually be wrapping up the stream, because I know Ace is getting ready to stream in about 20 minutes. So let me find the Orang. I'm just going to test something here. This team could do some serious damage. I just want to do one test run with this. If it does well, I'll show the runes. If it doesn't, then the runes really don't matter, and I'll bring back my normal team and just show you my teams. So, Talia typically hits for about 500k, and part of the concept of my team design is to turn cycle Talia so she gets as many hits as is possible. Now, with this team, obviously we've gotten rid of the Talia. The big problem here is the lack of defense break. I'm really rolling the dice that Orang is going to land the defense break, basically. But as long as Orang does land that defense break, then the Mav cooldown is basically multiplied, and it's going to allow me to do some serious freaking damage during Groggy State. So let's see here. We'll skill 1 right there. We'll do this. Also, the other thing about this is there's going to be no violent runes in this team now. Hey, Buldrians, what's going on? Yeah, feeling good? Okay, so we got to get the defense break. We didn't get it. So this is the defense break, right? Yeah. So can we get the defense break? We got the defense break. Now can we get the brand? We got the brand. We're going to hold the Mav cooldown. We need some more debuffs. Now we need... Do we go with the glancing or the big hit right here? Because if I don't take the big hit, then I can't cool down, but I need the glancing more, so we're going to take the glancing. Now we are going to take the big crow hit, 894. This is, let's see, I've got glancing up already. Oh, you know what this team is missing? It doesn't have heal block. That's what the Sabrina gives me, is heal block. Okay, I have to cool down because I need the, oh, that was a nice proc from Mav. So I needed the buff right here. So now we'll do 669. Yeah, the lack of... So this is not going to be a high enough score. It's the lack of the heal block from the Talia is a problem. I'd have to find heal block from somewhere else. Now, I've got all my debuffs up. Yeah, I've got all my debuffs up. So the skill 1 from Brandia does a little bit more damage. 907 with the crow right there. And let's see, this does not count against my turns, so we can do this. 690. Yeah, it's not going to do enough. 77. That was actually a bad proc right there. My only violent is on Mav and Ergar, and the Mav double procs and steals the last Brandia hit. So yeah, this team, I think, that run actually went pretty well. I really would need to work in a heal block. So what I'd probably do is change the Naomi. I need to go find a monster that scales to enemy debuffs for heal block, and then I think I could probably break 12 million with this team if I swap Naomi out for that. But in the meantime, so here's one example. The basic concept of this team is obviously stack negative debuffs and then hit the enemy. Argon has heal block, right? Maybe we'll try one more. If Argon has heal block, we'll try. I can't remember for sure. No, Argon does not have heal block. Yeah, this team would auto, no problem. But you're going to need a certain level of rune quality to auto. Where's my Argon? I don't think he has heal block. I think I'm wrong on that. Argon, where are you? Here's Argon. Attack power and speed. And then that's just straight damage. Now, he heals himself. He doesn't have heal block. So, what we would need to do is go... Whoops. Monster, collection, search for unrecoverable. And then we look for anything that scales damage based on enemy negative effects. Which I do not see. This guy does. He doesn't hit for a lot. So the passive is defense break. Attacks an enemy. So the skill 1 is heal block. So I've actually got this guy, the Gangchun. He doesn't hit as hard as you'd like, but I think he would do the trick. And then there's not going to be any... This would... oh, man. So if I had Cammy, I think she scales, right? No, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't scale anyway. But anyway, so that's the basic idea of the team. I think Gang Chun actually is the missing key, and I do have him runed. So let me show you my other team. That team was, that team would auto, but that was a top score team. So we're gonna go ahead and just show you the different teams so you can see them. So this right here is an auto team. Let me move my camera, and then I'll do that one last RTA, and then we'll wrap up. So this is an auto team right here. You could also get rid of the Mav and replace it with a damage dealer. You would have lower scores, but you would be a little bit safer depending on rune quality. It's basically the exact same team here. The only difference is Ergar cannot be front line on this team because he's got attribute disadvantage and he gets hit too hard. On this team, I use Ergar front line. I'll show you the runes. John, I am currently single, but your friend has to be my type, let's say. Okay, so we've got Ergar here, 160. His crit rate is a little bit low, so that adds some RNG. Whoopsie. Brandia, she'd be better off in Rage Fight. Actually, so Talia's going to be in Rage Fight. All of these runes are actually going to be shown in the video that I did tomorrow, so I'll flash them real quick here. But these are all actually going to be out in the video tomorrow morning. I use basically this same team on almost every Rift. The only difference is on Fire Rift, that is a manual team. So on Fire Rift, you want to use the Water Homunculus instead of Mav. Otherwise, it's the same team. And then on the Water Rift, this is the team that I set the high score with, but you could also change out Melissa for Talia, and it would be an auto team as well. So there you go. Those are the teams, John. Hopefully they help out. Of course, this stream will be uploaded right after I'm done, so you can always go back and review them. And then, like I said, tomorrow the Ice Rift video will be out as well. Maga, yeah, you should actually be guaranteed the reward. Bullydrana, I'm going to say over 21, actually. 21's the drinking age in the US, so it's got to be over 21. Anything over there is fine. And then, yeah, so Maga, you'll be fine for Fighter 1 if you got your win. And O'Shane, if you wanted to do an RTA match, come challenge me. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the stream right here. Guys, if you don't have Brandia, so the whole key is just finding monsters that do damage that scale based on the number of enemy effects. And like I said, that'll be tomorrow morning's video actually. So I'm not gonna unfortunately run through it all tonight because I'm just about to go edit that video. But I'll give a lot more detail in the video there. You got it, John. Okay, so Shane, did you want to RTA or not? I wasn't sure. It's called Nerf Hathor 2020. Yeah, Maga, so the other ranks will not have a guarantee, but for Fighter 1 rank, all you have to do is be over 1100, I think. There is a Reddit thread that gives you the posted cutoffs. Actually, let me see if I can find that thread for you guys, and I'll post it in here. So before I cut and paste, yeah, my room, Nerf Hathor 2020. Oh, you have no idea. Okay, so I believe this is the Reddit thread. So right now it looks like the G1 cutoff is set at about 1800. You'll notice there's no fighter cutoffs listed because I believe the Fighter 1 is not going to have a cutoff. So G1, 1800. I actually feel like it's going to be higher than 1800 because it's like 1790 right now. I'm thinking 1820 is probably a little bit more. So, the nerf needs to happen. It just flat out needs to happen, bottom line. My idea for the nerf is that they just need to remove the strip from her skill 2. She'll still be, if they remove the strip from skill 2, she'll still probably be one of the top 5 strongest monsters in the game. That's how much stronger she is than everything else. I legit am banning Hathor over anything, any LD5 anything right now. I banned Hathor over a Nephthys earlier today. Yeah, Kai, you can try a battle. I'll try anybody who didn't get to do one earlier. We'll do that, and then like I said, I don't want to pull viewers away from. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Don't want to pull viewers away. Like I don't like streaming and overlapping at the same time as Ace. Okay, so what am I gonna pick here? I gotta think. You went Triana, so what if we do like a Lauren and maybe Savannah? Oh, that's awesome, Axel. I really appreciate that. And good luck building the teams. Oh, I got an idea. I know what I'm going to do here. I mean, definitely I understand where you're coming from, Alex. But she's just so broken. Like, okay, so I said this earlier in the stream. Sorry for you guys who have been here before, but It's true, and it just, I feel like this need that I have to say it. So in the last 2 days in RTA, I am 32-4 against any team that does not have Hathor in the draft, and I am 2-22 against any team that does have Hathor in the draft. That is ridiculous. I'm winning 90+% if there's no Hathor, and I'm winning under 10% if there is Hathor. That is just so overpowered. So I was ranked 10-12, I think, or 10-20. I was in the top 1020, and then I lost like 15 matches in a row to Hathors, which ultimately then led me to go on tilt, and I completely dropped all the way down to 1700, and then I just started quitting out of every match that had a Hathor in it, period. And I dropped all the way down to 1630. It's actually no overthinking it, John. I spent like 12 hours trying to build Hathor counter teams. It's not counterable, though. So Sim, those stats don't prove it, but the fact that Hathor is in essentially every single fight does prove it. Like, she is just hands down the strongest monster in the game right now. For RTA. She's the strongest RTA monster in the game right now. So the big thing, like, the biggest thing with Hathor is, like, whoops. Sorry, Kai. I actually hit replay out of habit. So you'll get the next one. Yeah, I think, like, the only monster that might have a higher win rate is Gianna. Me, personally, I find Gianna far easier than Hathor. But the one thing I will say is, win or lose against Gianna, Gianna has a clear-cut counter, which is Tetra, or Veramos, for those of you Veramos lovers, where Hathor has literally no clear-cut counter. So we're doing a Garo Draco cleave here, huh? So what if we do, like, Barbara Beelzebub? And that's my biggest thing is, like, if the counter was impossibly hard, then that's fine, but there needs to be a counter. Every monster should have a counter one way or another. Yeah, but you have to remember that the Hathor team is going to be max resist, so you might not lose every fight against the Hathor team the way I do, but you're still going to lose most of them, even if you're running the cleave team you're talking about, because you'll never be able to kill Hathor with that team, or not often. Yeah, that's the other big thing, Sim. It takes so long to lose to Hathor, and it feels, the whole time you feel like you're being like, I don't know, robbed or something. You just feel like you've been invaded. Boldrians, I think if they take away the strip, you're going to see the same types of teams you see now, which is basically like, so a typical Guardian Gani Hathor team is going to be like Yun Hung, Gani Hathor, Shihu, Diana, and Lauren. Or if you don't have Yun Hung, then it would be, so you'll see like Lauren, Shihu, Diana, Young Hung, one of the 4 single target strippers with Gani Hathor after them. And that makes it so that they're going to strip down at least 3 of your monsters. If you didn't have, so then the worst thing in the game is to see Hathor strip, sleep, and then proc. So when Hathor is on violent, yeah, so the Chiwu Hathor, you see Chiwu with Hathor a lot, but she's not actually, it's not as hard to beat the Chiwu teams. There is a counter to the Chiwu teams. There is not a counter to the triple single target strip Hathor teams. So if Hathor didn't strip, at least they can't strip all 4 of your monsters. Whereas with Hathor stripping, she's going to be able to strip and then proc into an AoE sleep, and then it's just game over. That's why I want to see the strip removed, to at least get rid of the strip sleep and then proc into AoE sleep. Yeah, Alex, you could do it. Go fair? Okay, Kai. I'll go much lighter. I actually, because I was talking, I wasn't thinking as much about it. I'll go much lighter on you. What do I have that's kind of weak? Okay, maybe Odin wouldn't be... Alright, what about this? Wait a second, you're C3. Why am I drafting weak? You're C3. Oh man. Oh, wrecked. I wasn't even paying attention. I read go fair and oh yeah, you're gonna crush me on this one. Okay, I want a rematch after this one though. We're both C3. I want to be able to do a full counter here. Or at least try. I mean, certainly no guarantee I would win. Yeah, no, that was my bad, Kai. I wasn't actually. Yeah, that was it's cool. It's cool. Oh, nice. I misread that. I thought Lauren was done. Violent Bernard, too. Oh, goodbye, Barbara. Oh, nice proc. Yeah, Rika is so strong. Almost none, and he's also not fully skilled up, Bay. I don't actually use Bulwark all that much. He's missing 2 skill ups. I've been actually fusing his skill ups. I never deviled him. So I've been fusing him slowly over time. And I shouldn't say almost none. I actually don't know what runes he's in. If you want a rematch, Kai, we can do one more. And then after the rematch, I'll do Alex, and then we'll wrap up the stream there. Well, I won't do Alex on stream. It's been one of those streams where everything I say comes out the wrong way. So let me find the Bulwark stats. The Bulwark's not well runed. So let's see. Double Nemesis Will. 42 accuracy, and then you can see he's only got 7 skill up, or well, 6 skill ups actually. Okay, so Kai, you said my normal team. So I'm gonna go with my normal team. Yeah, I'll fuse the last 2 eventually. You're talking about Alex. I thought you were talking about Bulwark. Hey, Adam. Siege is going well. I was terrible in Siege, but the Siege itself went really well. No, I already pulled out my bub. I'm just going to show you the kitty. Okay, Alex. Yeah, we'll fight after this one. I'm going to fight you on stream. Man, anything I say can be misconstrued at this point, can't it? You caught me on this one, by the way, Kai. I switched Triana to Will Runes yesterday. She had been she was on Violent Nemesis. I will warn you, she's got 100% resistance. And I can say that right now because obviously that's where you're going with the Daphnis. So we'll see if actually it wouldn't have mattered because you're speed tuned really well. Your Lauren was going to go for the strip either way. Oh, that's a bad beat. I'm not going to lie. That's just RNG right there. Sim, hasn't anybody ever told you that love is hate or something? Love is violence, something like that. I forget the expression now, actually. I blew the expression. I don't know. Hate to love, love to hate, something like that. Who do I care more about, Savannah or Mina? Well, Mina's going to get a turn. I guess we care about Savannah. Good game, Kai. I really did get lucky with that that resist, though. Not gonna lie. I mean, that resist on the Mina could have been game-changing right at the start. Do I think building Siege offense teams are better than improving the dungeon times? Bay, are you free to play? So if you're free to play, then improving your dungeon times is not essential. If you buy the recharges, then the dungeon times matters more. Oh, Hathoring me, really? You know how much I love Hathor. Alrighty. That's mean. That's mean. Oh, Helena too. Nice pick there, honestly. So I think this is what I would pick if we weren't on stream, but that will take forever. And your Helena's probably at 100 crit rate, so we'll take the Miho instead. Busts out the Ragdoll at the end. I mean, you know Hathor is getting banned no matter what. But wow, didn't expect the Ragdoll coming up right there at the end. You're Challenger 2, but that doesn't mean that you have a Challenger 2 account. We gotta see the speed in the runes first. I'll believe you're Challenger 2 after I actually see where your speed's at. And how hard you hit and all that. Lots of people just don't like RTA, but they still have legit strong accounts. Yeah, your Fran outsped my whole team. Ooh. Oh, you got shield runes on somebody. So that is a really good tip for any of you guys who are getting Gemini from the Hall of Heroes and all that. Just so you know, make sure you do not have shield runes in your Gemini comps, because Gemini's passive actually only allows you to strip if you have fewer debuffs than the enemy. So that shield buff will actually block your ability to strip will runes. That's why Alex didn't get any strips right there. Let's go ahead and break the shields. So for those of you who just got Gemini this week on HOH, make sure that anything you run them with does not have shield runes. Yeah, it's the first time you forget, it's free. The second time you forget, then it's like, why'd I do that? Yeah, I guess, well, even if it's turn 2 Gemini, you gotta be, I mean, it only works if it's turn 2 Gemini and the enemy team's, like, I mean, if you're talking about, like, in Siege and, yeah, no, I wouldn't even do it on a turn 2 Gemini. You got Joseph, I hope you saved at least one. Gemini's a really good monster. I hope you saved at least one. Oh, okay, there you go. So you saved the one that was already maxed. We're cool with that then. I think he's saying, like, I think the turn 2 Gemini is like if the enemy team is planning to use a double buffer or something like that. Good game, though, Alex. Nice monster box. Well, if you want to do one more... Okay. I was going to say, if you want to do one more, because that shield... You actually might have beaten me if you didn't have the shield runes there. That was the thing that really messed you up. But it was a nice team. I mean, the Helena Hathor combination was really tough, especially because I had no immunity. That was a really good pick. And obviously just having Ragdoll is a really good pick. So congratulations on the Ragdoll. Nice comp. Okay, guys, I actually just heard the alert. I think Ace just started streaming. So I'm going to wrap up my stream here. So those of you, So those of you who wanted to see his stream, we're not conflicting. So as always, guys, thank you for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. For the channel members, I didn't give you a shout out this stream, so I really need to again. Sim, Perk, Sky, if you're still here. Sec91, who was here earlier. The channel members, seriously, I just really appreciate it so much. And also, if you guys have not joined the Discord server yet, let me go ahead and put the link out for Discord, and then we'll wrap up right there. So if you're not in the Discord server yet, the one Ace and I run together, there is the link. I'll see you guys in Ace's stream, as Adam said, and have a great night, guys. Appreciate it.